Yo, yo, mic check, mic check. Hold on, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties here. Can y'all hear me? My shit, I don't know. It's not letting me stream from the laptop. It keeps saying my mic is muted. Let me give me a second. All right, cool. Yo, yo, y'all can hear me? All right, cool. Yeah, man, it's not letting me. For some odd reason, it's saying my audio can't connect to the laptop here. So I'm gonna try to. I don't know what the hell's going on with this damn thing, man. Having some technical difficulties, man. I mean, it's just crazy. It's not letting the audio keep saying it's blocking the audio from the laptop. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not trying to stream from my phone because I'm trying to play some music. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to Minds. What's up with you, bro? Shout out to everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Let me see, my mic's not working here. Let me go back real quick. Let me see something. Real quick. Peace, peace. Salute to everybody. Let me see. Bullshit. What the hell is this? It's bullshit there. Yeah, peace, bro. Peace. Let me see. Trying to go to motherfucking to the volume settings. Like, how do I make it to where I can play my damn volume on here? All right, let me see something. Every time I enter the damn studio, it won't let me play my volume. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, information is one hell of a drug. That's why I titled the stream that for a particular reason. Because this information, niggas can become addicted to this shit, man. Information is a hell of a drug, man. God damn. Motherfucker will fight you about this. The motherfucker will bite your head off about this information. Most of the time, this shit pseudo. Says he was just chilling. I feel that, bro. Yeah, me too. I just got back in the crib, man. Went to the casino and shit like that. How do I go to the volume settings though? What's up, Miss Sharice? What's up with you? Trying to play some damn music real quick, man. This thing tripping. Let me plug this real quick. Let me go to the volume. Hope y'all having a good day. Hope everybody having a good day. My damn volume ain't working on this laptop for some reason. I don't know why it's doing this shit. I'm trying to play some motherfucking music. This shit tripping. Okay, here it go right here. So let's see if this shit'll work here. What's good, Marco Power? What's good, my dog? So you at work, man? Get that paper, man. I feel you, bro. Yeah, man. The information's one hell of a drug, man. Motherfucker shoot you with this information, man. Shit, motherfuckers need to go to information anonymous classes. Motherfucker, look, man. Motherfuckers have become addicted to this shit, man. Addicted to the information, man. Addicted to this shit, man. Information rehab classes and shit like that. There's nothing wrong with seeking knowledge and seeking wisdom and stuff like that and so on. But once you start becoming addicted to this shit, man, it's just a hell of a drug, man. Motherfucker, it should drive somebody crazy, man. Motherfucker sound like a crackhead Christian all over again. All the way you spark the fuck out. Sound like a Christian go around thinking they saving the world. So a nigga, motherfucker that get addicted to this too much anything can kill you, man. That's why I try not to go live every day. And I know that I know when I'm reaching a point to where I'm taking in too much information and it becomes overwhelming. Like I said, this shit's a hell of a drug, man. It's somebody else's information too. It ain't even my shit. I had a nigga tell me on a panel that that our ancient ancestors came down and put paintings and all this stuff on inside of these intricate structures. Like dude actually told me, man, look, they do it. You had to fall back a couple of days. Yeah, man, I did too, bro. I had to take a little 5-day hiatus, man, get my mind right. I was on other panels and stuff like that, but this shit, man, that's what I'm saying. This shit's like it's likes, mentions, and subscribers is like a hell of a drug, man. Information, especially the information. And it's not even information, but yeah, look, dude was telling me it's just still not working, man. Yeah, dude was telling me that our ancient ancestors came in and put all these paintings and drawings inside of these on these walls and shit like that. I said, bro, you mean to tell me our ancient ancestors were highly technically advanced and they put all this shit on the walls? I said, bro, how you gonna know a badass little kid ain't put this shit on the wall 2,000 years ago? I said, man, that's like you could say our ancient ancestors were the last tenants. They were the last people that rented this place before we got here. And they, you know how a badass kid will put paintings and shit on the wall, and the landlord don't wash it off, and you move in, you see all these paintings of big-headed aliens and all this other shit on the wall. Some badass kid put that shit on the wall. So who's to say 2,000 years ago that's what took place, right? You gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, cool. I'm facing some technical difficulties, y'all. Y'all be patient with me. I'm trying to figure this shit out real quick. Let me take this. All right, cool. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm good from the laptop now. So y'all can hear me now, right? I put a one in the chat if y'all can. Okay, so I'm good. Y'all can still hear me? Cool, cool. All right, cool. I'm back. Shit. Let me see if it works from the laptop now. Hurt my ears. All right, cool. I'm just gonna stream from my phone. Fuck this laptop. This shit ain't gonna work. Let me see. Let me read some of y'all chat real quick. I'm about to figure this shit out some other time. I ain't got time today. So you already know. I can fall back. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Marco Power. Shout out to Live and Learn. Shout out to Mind's Eye. Let's see. People think everything is too good to learn from others. Yeah, you know how it is. I'm getting ready to take one too. I'm about to sit on my social media work like this. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, too much anything can kill you. That's why I try not to stream like every day. Yeah, I'm just gonna stream from my phone. I'm just gonna do this shit from my phone. You know, I was gonna do it from my laptop so I can play some music, but I just do it from my phone and figure that shit out some other time. Yeah, information is one hell of a drug, man. People can become addicted to this shit, man. That's why a lot of what's up, Copper Goddess? How you doing? A lot of the times when a lot of people be so-called dropping gems and dropping knowledge, I be thinking to myself, man, you sound dumb as shit, man. Like, wow, like, yeah, I tried doing it from my laptop, Sharice, but it's not let. It's like it's my volume's messed up or something. I don't know. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with like gravitating towards information, studying and looking up things, and. But some people be sounding like fucking reborn Christians all over. I'm thinking to myself, man, these niggas sound like Christians, man. And then you can indulge in the information so goddamn much, like it can become a fucking addiction, man. To get you a cheap small one. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order one from offline because I don't know what the hell going on with this laptop. I don't know what's wrong with it. But like I said, hope everybody enjoying their day, man. Hope everybody having a good day, man. I started, doing my due diligence like 4 years ago. I started studying, looking into different things. And, a lot of the times, a lot of these YouTube platforms are different, content creators. This shit sound like echo chambers. I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, I studied that years ago, nigga. I looked into that. You're not telling me nothing. You ain't telling me nothing new. I looked into that years ago. Like, people be trying to break down the etymological meanings for different words and terminologies. Like, man, bro, I done been there and done that, man. Like, nigga, you're not telling me nothing. No, you're not telling me nothing new. Yeah, the information is cool and all that. But once it gets to a point to where it's regurgitated, and you got people willing to fight over the motherfucking information. Like etymology, that's somebody else's shit. That's not. I didn't bring the English language to fruition. I didn't bring none of these documents to fruition. I didn't bring mathematics to fruition. I didn't bring none of this stuff to fruition. So who? I can't say it's mine. And then I heard somebody else say that a lot of this shit be sounding dumb to me. Somebody said black people created everything. Like I'm not taking away from us, being inventors. I'm not taking away from us, doing stuff like that. Our ancestors per se. I'm not gonna say us in this timeline, but I'm not gonna take away from them. I'm not inventing shit, but to say invented everything, that's like extra pro. That's you sound extra pro black, and that just don't make sense. Niggas that say the black man is God and all this other shit. All that information. Sometimes some of this information is, man, it could be deadly, man, for the mind, for like people's mental health. Because it's like a Christian going to church for 20 years and them reading the Bible every day, and you try to come tell them, hey man, the Bible is allegory. It's not meant to be taken literal. They will fight you, right? A Christian person will sit down. No, man, what the hell are you talking about, man? God walked on water, man. That nigga, he walked on water. He took a piece of bread and fed a million niggas. They take it literal. So somebody, you could say the same thing. You could say the same thing for somebody that's addicted to this goddamn information. You try to come tell them anything else, man, they ready to fight you, man. That's real talk. So it's the same thing to me. I'll be hearing some of the wildest shit. I be thinking to myself, man, that nigga actually think that he actually think that's true. I bet these niggas actually think some of this shit is true. Like, man, I'm like, man, if niggas think this, we in for a long ride, man. Not even just people in general. You gotta think we live in the age of the information age. But most of this information that we're getting, from these social media platforms, newspapers, TV, etc., it's controlled information. A lot of this shit is controlled information, man. That's when it becomes propaganda, right? That's why they show you can't get right. And Pookie and New Jack Cracker was like drug for the man. And nigga Pookie stayed feeding, man. It's calling me. But that nigga say, man. But that nigga Pookie say, he said, hey man, you just calling me. Maybe what he's telling Ice-T, man, it's calling me, man. I can't get rid of it, man. Real shit. Information be calling nigga. So information is one hell of a drug, man. Even for the people that so-called sleep, if you want to call them that. So I'm saying I feel like I don't feel like I know for a fact most of the information that we get is controlled like a motherfucker, man. You think they're gonna give us some shit that we can actually take with us and build? It's their information. We don't control this. We don't control these social platforms. We're not the one that releasing these documents and shit like that. It's the status quo. So why would they tell us the truth on anything? They might give you the truth here and there, but the rest of that shit is garbage. I don't take none. I don't take nothing they say in stride. That's why I titled this live. Information is one hell of a drug. This shit is one hell of a drug. Niggas don't turn to the information crackheads. Nigga ain't even smoking out of coke cans, man. Niggas don't turn into an information crackhead, an information junkie. You gotta be able to eat the food. It's perception. It's a interpretation of your perception, reality, facts. I agree with that. You gotta be able to eat the fucking food, man, and let your food digest. What's up? What's up, Bronze? Your information crackheads, man. Yeah, salute to everybody, man. Salute, salute. What's up, Roy on Loy? What's good with you? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? The information, yeah, you right. Yeah, you hear this? Information crackheads, man. That's what it is. Information junkies. Most of that shit pseudo. Most of that shit pseudo. Say waiting for a contractor to touch down from Australia so we can get some work done on their land. That's what's up, Royal. Yeah, Temu scholars. Yeah, man, these niggas is Amazon scholars. Amazon Prime teachers. These niggas, these niggas is Amazon Prime teachers, man. Oh, that's why I say information is one hell of a drug, man. That's what I'm saying. I be sitting back listening, like, man, who take these niggas serious, man? Who takes this shit serious, man? It's somebody else's publications. It's somebody else's documents. It's all, I'm not saying everything is propaganda, but the majority of what we get is propaganda. You think they're gonna actually tell us the truth? You think they're gonna actually tell you the whole goddamn truth? They're gonna tell you, look, the percentage bar is probably like at a 50% percentage of truths, but they're probably gonna tell you two truths out of 50,000. Two truths out of 50,000 lies. So a motherfucker reading a document or a publication from a so-called source from off the internet, you think that shit you gonna get that shit validity from a motherfucker that's been lying? Come on, man. Like I told the other dude, he's talking about our ancestors were ancient. They were ancient. Our ancient ancestors were highly technical, advanced. They were smarter. They were smart beyond their years. They were pyramid step builders. They built all these intricate monolithic structures. He was telling me all this shit. I said, man, you actually believe that, bro? I said, nigga, I'm thinking to myself, this nigga actually believe that, bro. Anybody could have drew that shit on the wall. Anybody could have put that shit in the book. Somebody tell you, man, you don't read enough. Who's the author of the fucking book that you reading, shithead? Who's the author of the book? Somebody that sit there and tell you, hey man, you got to read more, man, to become more knowledgeable. And there's nothing wrong with reading. There's nothing wrong with, taking in information. You just got to know how to digest it. You can't you can't read a book and let that be the be all, and let that just be it. And now you're the smartest man in the world, smartest woman in the world. It don't work like that, man. That's where it calls using discernment. If I had 1,000 books printed up right now and all that shit's pure pseudo, it's pure fallacies throughout the book, and then 100 years later, long after we all dead and gone, the next generation get a hold of these books that's full of lies, and they say, hey man, it's the truth right here. Come on, man. It's the same thing going on now. It's the same shit going on now, man. People are like, man, people are robotic, man. When it comes to this information, man, people be tunnel vision, bro. People become tunnel vision. Like we say all the time, there's levels to this shit, man. Somebody will grasp onto some information and they become stagnant, and there's no room for growth on a mental level, or on an intellectual level. That's what they want to call it, man. So I'm saying I'll never profess to be a fucking scholar, a professor, a fucking a spiritual guru. None of that shit, man. Because information is a fucking drug. All this shit's a drug, man. It's a vice. It's a vice. Reading a book can be a vice. It's called a form of escapism. Going for a daily jog can be a good vice, a vice, but it's a good vice. You got good vices and bad vices, but too much of anything can be detrimental, man. I can't be up here talking about giving niggas history classes every day, and I don't even know. Come on, man. I can't be up here giving niggas history classes every day, and I just smoked crack rock five days ago. Fuck out of here, man. Who gonna take? Oh man. What the elite probably tell each other when they be having them meetings in them cigar rooms. He said, man, they be like, man, this propaganda, man. Man, these niggas go crazy over it, man. He said, but the bitches, oh man, they get naked. Hey, what Nino Brown brother tell him when he was riding through in the Jeep? That nigga said, hey, man. He said, man, they go. He said, this shit, you said this shit right here in this glass vial. He said, man, they go crazy for it. So this is what happens when these scumbags get together at these round tables and meet with one another. Man, you see this propaganda, man, this information that we spewing out across every social platform, media platform, and throughout all these history books. Oh man, they go crazy for it, man. They lose their fucking mind. They set up panels and they argue about it all day. Yeah, man. Look, niggas don't even know they being trolled. You be nigga, man, come on, man. You being trolled with your own information. Niggas think they got the whole matrix figured out. They got the whole world figured out. Whole time they trolling your ass. The motherfuckers that control these social media platforms, that control the information, they sitting there laughing like, oh man, these niggas, oh man, they believe that shit. And we lied to the niggas that was here 200 years ago. We lied to them just like we lied to these niggas in the present day. They still believe this. Oh man, they believe that 10,000 years ago niggas was flying spaceships and all black people lived here. These people are fucking idiots. Oh man. Nigga sit here and tell you, hey man, our ancestors, man, they was crazy, man. They was flying spaceships, man. They was building pyramids. They was doing all this shit. They was, oh man, they was like, we had castles. We had grocery stores that you could even have to. Oh man, these niggas crazy. 10,000 years ago we had this and that. What about now, my nigga? Who told you we had this 10,000 years ago? Who told you that? Oh my god, man. Information's one hell of a drug, man. Control, all this shit's control information, man. I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck what nobody say. All this shit is controlled information, man. Low key is propaganda. It's low key to be already real. It's propaganda. All this shit is, man, from the history books to the Bible, everything. All this shit is, man. You might pick up a book, they might tell you, come on, man. That's for me sitting back looking at everything and me, dissecting everything. I'm not the smartest man walking, but I got common sense. Matter of fact, I do consider myself a smart man. I've always been like this, being able to see things for what it is. So I just know, like, all this shit is just is the information that we've been getting since like over the past 5 years, even longer than that, has all been controlled information, man. They not gonna tell. Come on, man. You think they gonna start telling niggas the truth now? Come on, man. I'm not the one. I'm not. What they selling, I'm not buying. When niggas be selling, when people be selling on these other YouTube channels, I'm not buying, man. You got to convince me. You got to show me. Somebody will say something, then I'll be like, prove it. They start talking in circles. Like, man, then why'd you even say it then? Just because it sounds good? That's the inkling that I'm getting from a lot of people. You niggas just say things just because it sounds good. Our ancestors flew spaceships. Can you prove that? Oh man, I can't prove it. It just sounds good. It's a feel good story. Come on, man. All I heard is niggas had this, we had that, we had this, we had. It's like it's like being a kid all over again and going to one of your rich friends' house and going back home telling your brothers and sisters, hey man, they had this over there, they had this, they had that. Like, nigga, do we got it now? Hell no. It's like bragging. Oh my god. You gotta be able to use discernment and vet the motherfucking information that you're receiving. If it's trash, throw it away. Niggas don't do no real research. I'm supposed to take a nigga's word for it. A nigga told me that all black people are Moors. I heard a nigga come out and say out his own mouth. He said just because you have dark complected skin, it makes you a Moor. He said being black and being a Moor is synonymous with one another. But I went and looked into it. It said all Moors come from North Africa. And then I questioned him on it. I said, hey man, that don't make sense. So you mean to tell me a dark complected person living in fucking Baden, Germany is a fucking Moor? No, that don't. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Oh man. Oh my god, man. I feel like a lot of people, they're not really convinced of their own information. They're not confident in the information that they have. I try not to get emotionally attached to history. Yeah. because it's somebody else's. It's not. It's it's somebody else's shit. I don't know what happened in. I don't know what happened in 10,000 BC. I wasn't here. I don't know what happened. Only thing I can do is go off what somebody else said. And who wants to go back that far? When you start going back thousands of years, the information becomes more pseudo. The farther you go back, the more pseudo it becomes. Real shit. I can't tell you what happened in 1922. I wasn't here. I wasn't born until 1988. And even then, I can't. I really don't have real. I don't have real vivid memories until 1993. So for me to, I don't even remember what the fuck I did 2 weeks ago. Let alone how somebody gonna remember what happened 10,000 years ago? Let alone me not even. Nigga can't even. Nigga get drunk and forget what he did last week. But you want to? He gonna try to convince you. He can know what happened 1,000 years ago, man. Come on, man. Be serious. Be honest with yourself, man. Be realistic. Be realistic. The creation, the creator, all bodies, all from. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like you saying that mind's like that's because I can actually see that. I can see I have a body. But when people start talking about our ancestors were building all these monolithic structures and they don't have no real proof, they just going off of hearsay. All this shit is just hearsay. And then somebody will pull up a source and say, hey, we still got to believe a so-called source. That information is still propaganda, man. That's somebody else's shit. Somebody else wrote that down and gave it to you. He said, it's information right here. Here you. We know you fiending for some information. Here go your fix right here. Here go a publication that's going, it's going to cure your fix that you've been looking for. So I said niggas is information crackheads now. Even the motherfuckers ain't need crackheads don't even exist no more. Niggas ain't out there washing windshields with newspapers now. Now niggas is reading newspapers and news articles turned into information crackheads. It's the complete opposite now. Huh. What's up? What's up? Ain't not 424. What's up? What's good with you? Hope everybody having a good day. Hit the like button, everybody. And this ain't no slight towards nobody. This is not a slight. This is not a diss towards nobody. But we gotta get real with each other. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with seeking, higher knowledge, higher wisdom, our intellect, or studying on anything, or want to become more aware of what this place is. But once you start trying to beat people over their head with some pseudo information, that's what I'm saying. That's why people lose me when they start doing that. Like we're sitting here having arguments about somebody else's propaganda. Just like everybody wants to be right with this bullshit information. Like I said, we live in the age of information, but most of the information that we're receiving, via social media platforms, TVs, newspapers, etc., is controlled, man. All this shit is controlled. All this shit. Look, man. Do better to be better. I feel that. I like that. So I'm gonna put that on the screen. I'm gonna put that on the screen. I like that. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people be sounding like born again Christians, right? Because what a Christian to do? A Christian to try to get you to try to believe in their doctrine. They'll get you to want to subscribe to the Bible. So they'll use the Bible for their every talking point. So somebody, that's so-called a YouTube scholar or a Temu teacher, they're trying to convince you every talking point that they have, they're gonna use a source as a reference. So the same thing a Christian would do, or a Muslim would do. They'll use the Quran for they'll reference the Quran for every talking point. So somebody reference pseudo bullshit information, controlled information for their every talking point. That's when people lose. Like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Because it don't even make sense. You're not even dealing with your own logic, a so-called intellect at that point anymore. You're basing somebody else's shit. Come on, man. Yeah, said Timu teacher both said brother saying all them niggas, man. Brother saying all of them. Bro, I've been on YouTube for years, bro. I ain't never felt the need to go listen to any of these niggas' teachings. Brother Sanchez, none of these niggas, man. Because they just regurgitate somebody else's information. Every so-called lecture they have is somebody else's shit. It's the same talking points. Every lecture these niggas be doing, it's the same talking points. It's either they talking about we indigenous, talking about how we ain't from Africa. Then you got the Pan-Africans talking about how we from Africa. And you got these fucking spiritual, don't get me started on these spiritual people, man. They sound like motherfucking, them spiritual motherfuckers be sounding like born again Christians. And we got these overly righteous motherfuckers on these YouTube streets. They overly righteous. Man, this shit just becomes weird, man. That's what I'm saying, man. It's because I know for a fact most folks don't go around in their everyday life talking like this. And if they do, you probably sound crazy. Like, I ain't trying to hear that shit, Sharif. Said Timu shopping like a me. Yeah, man. Two Timu teachers, man. That's what I'm saying. Who like these? Like a lot of these people probably, I don't. Sometimes I don't know who did what, man. All I'm saying is, I listen when I go on these different panels and stuff like that. I listen to what people say, and then I have no problem questioning what these people say. I'm going to take your own logic and use it against you. Like, hey, man, if you saying the sky is purple, you can't, and it's not purple, you can't convince. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you saying one thing and I know there's a bullshit and you trying to convince me of it, that's what makes it even worse. So I'm saying information is a hell of a drug. People get this information and just take it and they run with it. Don't do no real research, and that's it. Motherfuckers ready to die on the internet over this information. You're wrong, man. I'm right. You see what this publication says? You see what this source says? My source says I'm right and you're wrong. Come on, my nigga. It's not even your source. Somebody else's. Somebody else's shit. Nigga, we don't own Google. We don't own none of the publications that's put on Google. I mean, you people can write books. We can write books and stuff like that. But as far as like the mass production of just information and propaganda, it don't come from us. It comes from the people above us. That's running this shit. Niggas don't think about that. Niggas don't think about that, man. Oh, let me get you up out of here. Hold on, give me a second. Let me get you up out of here. We're gonna put you on a long trip. You're gonna be banned until 2090. They said throwing the whole 90 years away in the trash. 10% and be skeptical. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the past 100 years of so-called history, I don't know what the fuck happened 50 years ago. I don't know what happened in 1910. I don't know what the fuck happened in 1855. I don't know what happened. I don't know who was the president. I don't know what the fuck was going on. What's up, Sir Drop? What's up, Texas? What's good? Slavery fake, man. I got a lot of goddamn trolls in here, man. Where the fuck these trolls coming from? So Christian is a way of life of trying to be Christ-like, practicing I have a will. Yeah, I can see that. But I'm talking like to them overly Christian people. I was out and about last week and a complete stranger came up to me and asked me have I found Christ yet. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck that got to do with anything? Like overly righteous, and that shit just becomes And they just don't seem real to me. Yeah, I don't have no real crucial evidence of what happened 100 years ago. Only thing I have is the only thing we can have. Only thing we have is documents, old pictures in black and white, you know, old publications and stuff like that, and hearsay. Other than that, I don't know what the fuck. Check this out. If we went to school for all those years, right, and we know for a fact that we was told all lies, right? The whole time we was being, dumbed down in school. What's wrong? Who all these goddamn trolls coming from? But yeah, so if we went to school and all the his so-called history books and all that public school education shit was all pseudo. Most of it's pseudo, right? The only thing I feel like is really beneficial that the school gave us said, "Truth, you trying to be a part of HOTC?" Nah, I ain't trying to be a part of no group, bro. Respectfully, bro. I fuck with y'all. I fuck with HOTC, bro, but I ain't trying to join no group, bro. I'm solo dolo with this shit. Respectfully, man. I fuck with HOTC. It's HOTC is House of True Consciousness. Man, I want shit. Shit, what's going shit? Am I going? Is it gonna benefit me, my nigga? Yeah, man. Fuck, go and put me down, man. Nah, but respectfully though, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro. I try to stay. I rep it, but I just, I'd rather be solo dolo, man. I fuck with all y'all niggas. You, Naga, Quentin, Emerson. Who else part of HOTC? Let me see. Who else a part of it? I think Mind's Eye. A few other cats that I rock with. We are on. Okay, yeah, I'll get down with this shit, man. Put me down, man. I ain't got to pay no membership, do it. Oh, no monthly membership, do it. Be in a group, right? Now looking back to what I was saying before I lose track of what I was saying. So we're dumbed down for what 12, 13 years in school, via propaganda, books, their literature, all that bullshit. So what the hell makes people think that when you get out of school that the propaganda stops or the information, the pseudo bullshit control information stops? No. I showed y'all. Hold on. I showed y'all the damn pyramid. I showed everybody that pyramid. All information is controlled. I don't give a fuck. I don't care where it's coming from. All information, no matter whether it's Aboriginal information, Pan African information, theology, spiritual information, Egyptology. What else is it, man? Cosmetology. All that shit is controlled, man. All of it. We got root words in here. Where you at? Yeah, I beat root words. I beat root words ass the other morning on what's his name channel. I had that nigga throwing up the white flag. That nigga, I had that nigga root word throwing up the white flag over there. Who's over there on Smoke Signals panel? I whooped that nigga's ass over there, man. That nigga, he ain't want no parts of me. That nigga said, I'm done, troops. I don't want no more. That nigga said, oh, no, I'm done. I'm done. All I did was question him, like, hold on, bro. If you saying, because that shit he was talking about just sound dumb, like, bro, this shit you talking about, it sounds like trash. A lot of these niggas sound dumb to me. I don't be saying nothing though. I just sit back and just listen. No, I'm saying a lot of these niggas be sounding dumb as shit to me. Yeah, it's House of True Consciousness. Because I think over there on Sanutta's channel, it's called House of Consciousness. And think about where the niggas getting their information from. They going back to all these different books, all these different literatures, all these different all this information that's put out by them, by the status quo. It's not our information, man. Think about 100 years from now, 200 years from now. How they gonna keep the indoctrination going? It's gonna be more bullshit controlled information. That's malarkey. Think about it. You think they didn't? You think they didn't come out with an? People think they didn't come out with an elaborate plan or an elaborate scheme. Say, hey, this is how we're gonna keep these niggas dumbed down. They're gonna be high off the information. They're gonna be information crackheads. Matter of fact, you know how we're gonna make these motherfuckers information crackheads in the year 2025? We're gonna bombard them with so much information because you know they bombard this. Look, come on, they bombarding us with so much goddamn information. It's hard to discern through all the information that we're being bombarded with. Think about it. It's not the fact people say people say we in the Great Awakening. I don't see it that way. I don't see it as the Great Awakening. I see it as a bombardment of fucking controlled information that we wasn't getting 20, 30 years ago. Like 30 years ago, the information we was being bombarded with controlled information, but now it's at an all-time high to where it's not really causing an awakening. Okay, somebody else they will awaken to the fact that black people are aboriginal here. People will awaken to the fact that the government's goddamn is really a goddamn dictatorship. The government's really a bunch of fucking creature motherfuckers, that's diabolical. They will awaken to that. They'll have an awaken to the fact that Hollywood, all that shit's some nefarious ass shit. They're having an awakening to the fact that Christianity or religio is bullshit. But then again, once you get past that, what's after that? You're gonna run into more controlled information, man. So at the end of the day, motherfuckers is not really having no great awakenings, man. There's levels to this shit. I hope y'all ain't lose that. I hope y'all ain't lose nobody on what I was trying to articulate to you. What's up, Soapbox? What's good with you? What's up, Joe Moore? What's good with you? Damn, hold on, I put the wrong thing in the damn chat. Hold on, let me. So that's why I titled the video Information. It's one hell of a motherfucking drug. That's why I'm very meticulous about what I take in. Just because I know we're at a pivotal point in time to where, like I said, they know people so-called starting to ask questions. They know people are, looking for answers, so-called. So they already had, this information in hand, So only thing people gotta do now is pick up a phone and ask Google. Like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, a motherfucker had to go to the library or the library, man. To go, they had to go actually go look for this shit. Now it's at the click of a button, the push of a button information. Like I said, even then the information is controlled. Because like I said, it's all propaganda, man. And I say this all the time. They're spending almost $1 trillion a year, to keep the propaganda or the information, so I must say, going. Yeah, library. Yeah, I should have titled it live. Propaganda is one hell of a drug because information can be propaganda. Propaganda can be information. That's what all of this shit is. Motherfuckers be arguing over fucking propaganda, man. We live in a propaganda machine. Think about it. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has some type of computer device in their house. Everybody has a television in their house. If they don't have a television, everybody has some type of a phone, some type of digital access. It's propaganda all day, every day. Come on, man. They pulled out their phones. Yes, even with the Trump tariffs, all that shit is propaganda. Trump is in the headlines every day because it's all proper, get to persuade and manipulate. Like some George Orwellian type of shit. All propaganda, man. They spend almost, like I said, they spend almost $1 trillion every fiscal year for propaganda, man. What so-called information. Somebody will pull up a goddamn Fox News briefing or Fox News clip of Donald Trump or them breaking down the news. That's propaganda, man. That's not news. That's not information. That's a nigga reading from a fucking teleprompter that somebody else wrote the whole damn script down before the news. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh man. I don't like somebody will tell me, hey, you know, Trump did this. I'll be like, man, I don't keep up with that shit. I don't know what the hell they got going on. But just because I know for that reason. What's up, Quentin Emerson? What's good with you, bro? So I'm saying HOTC in the house, man. We get Sir Drop tried to recruit me to HOTC again, bro. Can I be down, my nigga? Like I told Sir Drop, I ain't got to pay no monthly fee to her. All that shit propaganda, man. All these wars that are fought, that are blasted across every television, every phone screen, it's all that shit just, man, it's all propaganda, man. Information. The niggas be breaking down mathematics. Niggas be breaking down black, monthly fee. I'm playing with you, bro. Niggas be breaking down black history, white history, all this other nonsense. That shit straight. It's a drug, man. Niggas be so gone in the information. Niggas be oh man. Nigga, the government, they the biggest mass drug producers known to man. Fuck like narcotics, meth, crack, smack, whatever you want to call it, nigga. They got information. They got propaganda, man. They got niggas high. Niggas are so high they can't come down from that high. They gone. Come on, man. I don't look at somebody that eat McDonald's every day as a fucking junkie. Well, they are a junkie in their own right. They are addicted to the food in their own right. But niggas is addicted to this information, man. Niggas is addicted to the fact that niggas came over here on a slave ship. That's an addiction, man. That information is a fucking addiction, man. That's propaganda. Niggas will be addicted to the fact that niggas been living here 20,000 years. That's a fucking addiction, man. That's somebody else's information. That's somebody else's shit. Somebody else told you that. Oh man. Then let no man deceive you, man. We got a lot of deceivers in these times, man. Nigga, it's the sheep leading the blind in these times, man. You know, motherfucking. He said root words are weirdo. No, I ain't looking for no information. Fuck that shit, because the information is bullshit. Root Word got beat up on. I beat Root Word's ass on Smoke Signal's panel the other day, and that nigga mad. That nigga was trying to go into this whole etymology. He tried to pull me down into an etymology rabbit hole with him, and I slapped him up, made him look stupid in front of everybody. He threw up the white flag the other day. I wish I had that clip. That nigga, he just weird. All them niggas weird, man. I thought I blocked that nigga. That nigga Root Word tried to holler. He tried to holler that Creek. What was he trying to holler? He tried to holler something about the Creek people. It was some stupid shit he was talking about. This shit was just dumb, man. I just made a nigga look stupid. It was some dumb ass shit he was talking about. Yeah, think about a nigga like Root Word. That nigga, he's so-called a scholar or a philosopher or a YouTube teacher. That nigga dumb as shit. That nigga don't know. It's easy to crush a nigga like him. This ain't no monthly fees. Yeah, shout out to HOTC, man. You know, I rock with y'all, man. It's not the fact, it's called growth. It's not the fact, and soapbox respectfully, it's not the fact that I changed or anything. It's just called growth. And I can't. That's what I'm saying. A lot of this information I'm starting to see I even knew back then that a lot of it is propaganda, man. Like, why would they tell anyone the truth? Why would they? Didn't they tell you in that? Didn't they tell everybody in that bullshit Bible that the world was handed into the hands of the wicked? So why would these wicked fucks tell you the truth about anything? Why? If they never told you the truth since you've been in this motherfucker, why would they start telling you the truth now? So you think you're gonna Google some shit? Are you gonna look some shit up and then that's the truth? And niggas give validity to give power to that shit? Nah, man, it don't work like that. Because soon as you peel one layer of the onion back, you're gonna run into another layer. You know, soon as you get over one hurdle, you're gonna have to hop over another one. That nigga root word, like that nigga weird. Something wrong with that nigga. I said, did someone unblock Mind's Eye? What happened to Mind's Eye? Somebody blocked him? What the nigga root word over there talking about? I don't know his channel. Now, he probably ain't talking about shit. That nigga just butt hurt. That nigga got beat up the other day over on. I told y'all what I did to him on Smoke's panel. Made that nigga. I embarrassed that nigga over there. That nigga made him look bad. He was throwing up the white flag. I don't want no more true zone. So he's type of nigga. I bet if I went over there tried to hit that link, that nigga wouldn't let me up. I'll catch him on Smoke's panel later on. It's all good. I ain't worried about that nigga. 2 weeks ago. What happened to Mind's Eye? Hey, Mind's Eye, put something in the chat, bro. Did he say somebody blocked? Let me look. I blocked him by accident. Oh shit, my bad, bro. Let me damn, how do I unblock this nigga? My bad, bro. Damn, look, I had a lot of trolls in the chat, man. I had that nigga, I think that nigga root word was using sock accounts. That nigga a scorned woman. Damn, bro, I ain't mean to do that, bro. Hold on, let me go back up real quick, see if I can. My bad, my nigga, bro. Let me go back up and try to oh, my bad, bro. Damn, Mind's Eye, bro. I ain't mean to do that, man. How do I unban somebody? How do I do that? How do I go in? Click on his name. Nah, I didn't call him no scholar crackhead. If the shoe fit, wear it. If the shoe, nah, I ain't call him that. I wasn't even talking about root word. Shit, the title of the video. No, I ain't saying nothing about root word. I wasn't even thinking about him. That's on him. If that's on him. I ain't think about that nigga, man. That nigga, he dumb. I proved he was dumb over there on Smoke's panel. I ain't worried about that nigga, man. So you say click on his name? Like go to his channel, you mean? A nigga greedy vegan. What's up with you? What's up with you, bro? Yeah, hey, somebody, you say click. How do I click? I'm trying to find his name, but I went back up in the chat. It said in the chat. Now his name ain't in the chat no more. Let me yeah, I might have to. That's what I was thinking too. I might have to go to my YouTube studio and unblock him that way. If he's sitting, damn, I ain't even do that to my nigga, man. My nigga Mind's Eye, man. Damn. I was trying to block them other trolls, man. Damn, y'all niggas in the chat supposed to take care of that for me, man. Said in the chat, yeah, I tried doing it, bro. I tried doing it, Marco Power. I couldn't do it. Let me see. Okay, we good now? Okay, we good. Let me rent you back up too, my nigga, bro. My bad, dog. Yeah, I was trying to get rid of a troll, man. I don't know who the fuck that was. Oh, damn, my bad. I am back. Yeah, hold on. Give me a minute. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Manza. Yeah, I seen his little video he got over there. He said I'm dogging Indians. Bro, I'm not dogging nobody. I'm dogging niggas with bullshit information. Yeah, I ain't got Miss Reese said, can we all just get along? Yeah, man. People are just weird, man. That's how he is, man. Like I said, nigga greedy vegan. What's good, bro? I ain't even see you in the back.
What's up with you, champ? I just popped up. What's good with you?
I'm over here chilling, man.
Yeah, I seen you got the title. That's my kind of conversation there and shit, bro. I'm just tapping in and shit, bro. I just came back from hollering my kids and shit, coaching my son up on a few, manly lessons and shit like that. But yeah, I just tapped in and shit, man. Hope everybody doing well, man. Hope everybody taking care of themselves, man.
For sure. Oh yeah. Put your cash up in the back too, bro. I forgot to hit your cash up the other day. Put it in the back for me. That's what's up, man. If your information is a hell of a drug, bro. It's all propaganda at the end of the day. To me, I just feel like I know for a fact it's all it's propaganda, man. Like it's cool. It's I said there's nothing wrong with reaching for higher knowledge or higher wisdom, but you got to be very meticulous on the information that you're receiving because who's the information coming from? This shit could be no different from getting information from Fox News. It's controlled.
Right. Yeah, that shit is a hell of a drug and shit, bro. That shit is a mental cocaine, bro. That information, bro, that shit, man, it got a lot of people acting crazy and shit, man. I told you, I think we was building on that before Troop Zone. I was telling you, I be wondering this shit, man. Why is all this shit even important to people sometimes and shit, bro? Why is it that important and shit, man, to know every damn thing? If that's what it is, motherfuckers is in a quest to know everything.
Right, man.
Yeah, man, that shit driving people crazy and shit, man. People be doing a bunch of bogus ass shit. Man, a bunch of crazy shit, man, because they be taking that shit in, like you said, and they're not taking it in with a grain of salt or able to articulate it amongst people without being emotional hurt over something. You know what I'm saying? It always just gotta, that information itself and shit, bro, is a war of the minds amongst mankind and shit, bro. Humanity, whatever the fuck the proper word is, but man, information itself and shit, bro, is driving some people crazy, bro.
Right. What happens when a nigga get addicted to crack or addicted to anything, or a person get addicted to anything, man? You can lose yourself. So a lot of people, they get a hold of this information, man, and they lose track or they lose sight on what really matters. And you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking addiction. That's why I don't even like calling this shit information, man. It's just propaganda, man. All that shit's propaganda. These news articles, shit that niggas wrote in their book 1,500 years ago, 100 years ago, all that shit propaganda to me, man. Because you're basing your logic on what somebody else wrote down on a piece of paper. You didn't write that down. Another nigga wrote that down. That nigga could have been a drunk motherfucker passing out every 10 minutes, but he had enough sense to wake up, write a book down, write a book for an hour. So that's what you're gonna take your. Come on, man. Yeah, I try not to get addicted to this shit, bro. Because they always say, like I said earlier, they say we live in the age of information, man. But this information that we're getting, man, it's an addiction, man. And this shit's propaganda. Motherfuckers become addicted to propaganda. Motherfuckers start watching CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News, which is all controlled information and propaganda. It's to leave that sector and go to the YouTube sector to get publications and books that's full of propaganda. It's the same shit.
Fact.
And, I found myself doing that too. I ain't gonna lie, I found myself doing that. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. I said, I'm expecting to get the truth. I'm expecting to get some fucking wisdom from these motherfuckers that been lying to me since I've been here. Oh, hell no. In this shit, oh no.
Yeah, bro. A lot of, man, some people actually living their lives vicariously through other motherfuckers and shit and just not really realizing. I was speaking on that on my last live stream, not in too much detail, but that's really what it boils down to and shit, man. Like other people's perspective or, opinions on some shit or, statements that they make. It kind of rules people's lives and shit, man. So they be like setting credo. I remember back in the day and shit when we was young and dumb in the streets,
right,
on the corner and shit, doing our thing, street shit, the crew and niggas who you hang out with. Niggas used to get into it and shit over who had the hardest rap lines. Or, I remember, a certain situation be going on. Somebody would pull up some type of lyric that they heard in the rap. And like, see, that's why such and such said this in his rap. Or that's why such and such said this in his book. And that's why such and such said this over there and all that crazy shit, bro. Like, man, people be living their lives through other people's statements, through other people's words, other people's opinions and perspectives on shit, bro.
Right.
That shit is deep as hell and shit. And a lot of people do it unknowingly. Like they not aware of themselves when they do it and shit, man. So you have this certain type of mentality and this energy that you put off and shit, and it's all really not you. It ain't really you and shit. It ain't your inner self. It ain't your heart. It ain't your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Your intellect itself. It's all fueled off something that you got from somebody else.
Right. Right. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. Yeah, they'll base their whole way of thinking on what somebody else say, what somebody else think. What about what you think, man?
Exactly, bro.
That talking you had on your panel the other day, bro. That was some heavy shit. I was like, man, that nigga Greedy talking that shit, man. Everything resonated with me, bro. I was out working at the time. I was like, man, all this shit hitting home. It make total sense.
I appreciate it and shit, bro. Like I said, I just call this shit how I see it and how I feel and shit, man. I try to not to let other motherfuckers think for me and shit. It's the whole reason I'm an adult. For me to think,
right.
Control my own life, do things for myself and shit, man. Like I can't be living off, you know what I'm saying? Like the rudiments of somebody else's fucking life or somebody else's what's right or wrong and all that types of shit. I should be able to think on this shit and come to a personal, answer myself, congru it all up in my own mind and weigh all my options out myself. I don't need no outside help for that shit.
Right. And it's like taking off your own thinking cap and putting somebody else's thinking cap on and never putting your own thinking cap back on. Now you just wearing their thinking cap and the way they think.
Right.
Like, bro, what niggas do that at, man? Like I said, niggas get addicted to the information. That's what all this shit is based around. Niggas, like I said, I've been I went through it myself, being addicted to some of this shit, this information shit. Like, man, hold up, man. Let me take a pause from this shit. Hold up, man. Nigga, shit ain't no more propaganda. What am I talking? Nigga, hold up. Nigga, this ain't even my shit. This is somebody else's shit they wrote down. This ain't my own shit. I would acknowledge it more. I would acknowledge it more, give more validity to it if I wrote it down. If it's my shit, if I put it down in a book, I ain't gonna be dancing around with this shit like it's mine. That's like somebody else buying a winter coat. You putting that motherfucker on and wearing it, walking around with it, and as soon as they ask for the motherfucker back, you gonna be out in the cold with nothing on, freezing.
Real shit, bro. Hey, some of this shit, bro. I'm like, man, but see, that's how you know you really coming into your own consciousness and not the programmed consciousness. You coming into your own when you're starting to see through it all. You start to see, because we all crawl and had them same motherfucking thoughts and feelings and emotions about shit, just on that quest I'm talking about, seeking for the truth and wanting to know every fucking thing.
Right.
So, we all crawl before we walk and shit. And that crawling stage was when you actually like letting the information get to you. Like you said, you fiend out over it. Shit. You can't get yourself.
Yeah, niggas be like real deal Pookie. What nigga Pookie say? Niggas say, man, it's been calling me, man. Niggas say, man, all the information been calling me, man. I need my fix. Nigga go read a source, a news article from Google, and they got their fix, man. I don't. Oh man.
You motherfucker can't have enough of it and shit at the time and shit, brother. Then you start to realize that shit is a part of the problem, and you see it within your own self and shit. You see how it done changed you mentally. You see how it got you looking at the world and everybody else and shit like that. So you see it done made you crazy. So then you start to rise above that and shit. You graduate from that and you start walking out here in your own self-consciousness and shit. Well, can't nothing rule over you and shit. You can't really prove anything of the past. That's what you get to. You get to that mentality and shit where you can't really prove anything of the past and shit. It was all your belief the whole time. It was all you speculating the whole time and shit, bro. The whole time you was practicing in your mind to turn your belief into a truth. And you succeeded at it and shit. And that's what made you emotional about it. And your viewpoints and all that shit. But then you graduate from that feeling and that thought process. And then you in your own self-conscious where you just awake, period. Everything else, you start to see through it all and shit. Everything that's a mirage, shit that you thought was there, but you really couldn't prove it was there. You start to realize it all and shit, bro. And you just sitting back and now you're looking at the world like Pac said, through a rear view and shit. You're looking at it all through a rear view now because you're ahead of it.
Right. And that's how I feel, Greedy, bro. So I'm saying all this shit, there's nothing wrong with having an imagination. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, a nigga conveyed to me a true zone, man. Our ancestors, they were a highly technical civilization. They put all these hieroglyphics and paintings inside of these caves, inside of these walls and shit like that. I said, bro, think about what you just said, my nigga. I said, nigga, you can consider our ancestors the last tenants that rented this place, right? I said they might have been the badass kids that went and painted that shit on the wall, nigga. If you move into a new house, you got a badass kid might have been the last tenant. They put big headed aliens on the wall, motherfucking reptilians on the wall. You move in the house like, man, what the fuck is this shit on the wall? Not knowing some badass kids put that shit there 1,000 years ago. That's I said, think about it like that, man. Think about what you say before you say it, man.
There's a lot of shit people be speaking of the past and shit, brother. They really don't know. They believe what they read. They really don't know. They really couldn't prove that to nobody and shit, man. It's so much shit. You can only go but so far back where you automatically start to fall within the realms of belief. Right. You ain't got no other choice but to go there and shit because you wasn't there. You'll never be able to prove how it was. You'll never be able to know what was going on in this entire world through a goddamn book. Just because you know what was going on in this place at a particular time, or you believe you know what was going on in this place, don't mean that the whole world was like that. It don't mean that every motherfucking grounds in this earth where man is dwelling and living at and making livelihoods for themselves, that everybody was on the same shit. Like, hell no. Nah. So that's what I said. You start to see past a lot of that shit, man. You start seeing that a lot of this shit is kind of like It's a facade and shit, bro. I hate to say it that way and shit. It's the only truthful way I can say it and shit, man. It's a facade. It still don't complete your life because you wasting all your life and all your energy and your time on somebody else's perspective, on what somebody else did in the past and what your ancestors did and shit like that. But what are you doing working on the greatness of your life? What are you doing that's going to leave a mark behind where you're known in this world? The same way you like to read about your ancestors that was known in this world. What are you leaving behind in your lifetime, in your generation, in your now, that's going to leave a mark on the world, a mark on the society where you came up at and shit like that? So you basically throw all your years of your life away and shit, trying to re-glorify and resurrect the greatness of somebody else and shit. Don't matter if it was your ancestors, it's still the greatness of somebody else. What are you able to do in your now? That's going to be some great shit. Some shit that people going to talk about thousands of years ago from now and shit. What are you and your community going to get together and do that's going to leave behind a mark in the history of this world? That's what it's really all about. That's what you're here for. We steady living through all these books and old videos and shit what happened in the 1800s and the 1700s.
Respectfully, read my nigga, all that shit propaganda, bro. All of
All
it.
of
I don't care what no nigga say. All
And
propaganda,
it's like,
man. And I was gonna say,
it's
what's up,
like
Cerise and Surge Drive? What's up with y'all?
it's like you
Hello.
walking forward but looking backwards. Go ahead, you got it. But it's like walking forward, but you're looking backwards when you go research. Mean is something old. You gotta have foresearch. You gotta have something somebody like Greedy just said, something somebody else research and be like, Greedy vegan, such and such and such and such, 200 years from now. Or the information will never get updated. But go ahead, you got it.
that.
Shoot, I ain't got nothing. I'm in a peaceful state of mind. My everything's at peace. I'm just happy to be at peace. And hey, everything is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like information is it's tough because everybody has their own perception or perspective rather, and you can't tell people what to think, what to believe, how to feel, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you got to get to a point where you can agree to disagree and move on. It's okay. We all not going to always agree and have the same perspectives on things. A lot of people have their perspectives based off their life, their experiences, the things that they've seen, what they've gone through personally. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a reason for believing what they believe, and everyone has waken up in a different way, and something triggered that awakening. And I just feel like, hey, I'm in peace, and it
Man,
feels good to say it.
for sure.
You
Ain't nothing
know,
wrong with that, Sharice. Ain't nothing wrong with that. For sure. And I was gonna
shoot, ain't
mention,
nobody gonna move me out of that.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I was gonna mention something that Sir Drop said. He said about the research. That's like research does mean means to do something over again, right? Like to rewind the tape means to run it back. So if you researching, it's like dropping your fucking wallet. You got to research for your wallet, find it again. But I can take your wallet, put a bunch of pseudo information, propaganda into your goddamn wallet. When you pick that bitch back up, you get to reading the dollar bills, but all that shit pseudo. So now that's your information, and you addicted to that shit. You see what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
And a lot of these cats got a cult following. Half of the cats that run with these groups don't believe that shit. They just want to be part of something, so they have to say, "Yeah, the Earth flat," or "Yeah, the Earth round," or "Yeah, black people from America," or "Yeah, Pan Africanism is real." Half the niggas in that shit know they don't know the truth for real. They just want to be part of something. So then it turns into a cult following. You mean to tell me if I say I don't believe that trash, I'm against y'all? No, I don't believe it. That don't mean I'm against y'all. You telling me once it came to the point where a Christian couldn't hang with a Baptist and a Muslim couldn't hang with a comedian, that fucked all the game up. Because if you go look back at Black history, right, when they ran them rallies, it was all blacks. It was Rastas, it was Kemetic people, it was Muslim, it was everybody came together. Now everybody come together to say your doctrine is wrong. Bitch, all our doctrine is wrong. How we gonna know if ours is right or not? Research. How you know they was right? Fuck out of here. But yeah, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. But these
I
is
think
cults, man.
that's a great way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's pretty much I think what people in my this is just my opinion though. I think what people go off ultimately is like their discernment and what they believe to be true. And you're right about research. Someone they had to get that from someone had to get it from somewhere else, and so forth and so forth and so forth. And who's to say that it's 100% truth? Who's
Guess
to
what?
say
The
that?
first
So
person
A
that
lot of
yeah.
these
wrote
guys,
the
they get
first
mad.
person.
I was gonna say this real quick. A lot of these guys, they get mad when you question them on their own logics. Like I said, that information is a drug. So these niggas, they high off this shit. So when you try to bring them back down off that high, like, hey man, that shit you talking about, that shit's pretty malarkey, my nigga. You know that shit's garbage, garbage, nigga. Without the R, garbage, nigga. You know that shit's like, bro, what the fuck you talking about, man? So a nigga like that nigga root word, that nigga, he
Not
just mad.
mine.
I questioned that nigga the other day on Smoke's panel. I had that nigga throwing up the white flag truth on. I don't want no more smoke, man. I'm good. And now, like, I don't know what's wrong with these cats, man. But like, I just learned, like, somebody put in the
That
chat.
nigga.
Somebody put in the chat, what made you have a change of mind? It's not even me changing. It's just called growth. It's me being able to sit back, you know, and get myself a straightening. Like, hey, man, this information that I'm taking in, I gotta know myself. A lot of this shit, like I said, is propaganda. It's controlled information. So why would these motherfuckers that spend almost $1 trillion a year, you know, for media and etc., tell me the truth about any goddamn thing? For one. For that, they would lose total control of this shit. And like I say, I know we live in a movie idiocracy where this is pure idiocy, man. So why they not in the business to make motherfuckers smarter? The information, they in the business to make motherfuckers dumber and addicted to this information. Go ahead, Cesar. My bad, bro.
Oh no, I ain't tripping. I'm saying, dude, like I said about the cult behavior. So root words over there live talking about charades or whatever. Look at them. They all over there, A1. Look at Greedy. Look at, remember the Romper Room show? I see Penny. I see, never mind that part, right? So I'm like, I put LOL in the chat. This nigga said, oh, you was over there too and blocked me. I'm like, hold
Man,
on.
man, niggas
That's a
been coming
cult
over here though.
mentality.
Greedy
I
vegan,
don't,
Sharice, all them been coming over here though. What the
it
hell?
ain't about that. It's about the cult mentality that he has. If y'all over
That's on
there,
him, bro.
Truth Serum just made me throw up the white flag. Fuck y'all too. See, that's why I fuck with who I fuck with, man. We are own motherfuckers. We go where the fuck we want to go. We study what the fuck we want to study. And we talk about what the fuck we want to talk about. We don't got to conspiracize together. Hey, all of us is going to say this. And if you ain't saying that, you blocked.
Facts.
The fuck out of here.
Can't
That
get
shit
mad at
so.
nobody. I've been coming to True Zone channel for a long time. So, I was shocked because I'm like, I always come over and say what's up to True Zone. So
Right.
I didn't know I don't know anything about that stuff that's going on. Like I love Smoke Show, but shoot, I can only take but so much. So I don't see everything that go on Smoke side. Just like everybody don't see what go on my side or whatever. Like it is what it is. I can go where I want and do what I want. I don't tell nobody what to do. Can't nobody tell me what to do. Like I bang with who I bang with, but it's not like I'm in a specific group or league or nah, it's not like that. I have the freedom to move around how I want, like everyone does.
For sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll be everywhere. I'll be in the boxing sector. I'll be in the spiritual sector of YouTube, the beef sector. I'll be everywhere. I be seeing niggas from over here, some other places on YouTube. So I try not to, have that hive mind cult like mentality because it's easy to get sucked into that type of shit. Everybody got to think alike. If you don't think alike, if this nigga, if this nigga think the sky ain't purple, we ain't fucking with him. We all think the sky's purple over here. You don't think the sky's purple. You got to get out of here, man. Man, I ain't with that, bro. That's a disease, man. That's a fucking addiction, man. Hey, what's up, man? Mental Ninja, what's good, nigga?
What's good with y'all niggas?
What's up with the
Peace
smartest
and
man in
love.
the world, man? How you
Niggas
feeling,
and
man?
lady.
What's up, sis?
Now,
How are
now,
you?
mental ninja, one of them niggas you can tell read a whole bunch of books, like a lot of books. But when he drop his gems, he don't be like, turn to page 68. in the such and such book by Jack Denson. No, he just gonna say what the fuck he learned out the damn book, man. But listen, man, I call it sorcery when they say source up. You're saying source up so you can fight me with somebody else's knowledge. I want to fight you, not not Professor Dave. I want to fight you. What you know? Let's see what you talking about. Well, hold on. Pull up. Hey, pull. Hey, can you share my screen? Share your screen for what? I can comprehend. Just talk, nigga. I believe you. You ain't gotta. You ain't gotta say, yeah, archaeology, man. You know, dinosaur bones is fake. But see, when it go against their argument, that's when they don't want to believe the research. Nope. They never found the real dinosaur bone and made it public. Every dinosaur bone you found was a replica. So once you cut, that don't mean it didn't exist. It do mean that. That's exactly what the fuck it mean. Or you would show it to us. You can look it up, drop. You can see them. Then why the only person found the bone was an archaeologist? My K9 never found one. My kid never found one. I never found one. Digging sites never found one. But these archaeologists with this toothbrush, oh, they found the T-Rex. The whole body, bro. Bullshit.
Man,
And I could be wrong because they could have found it. That's my point. I can't say they fake for real, and if you don't believe they fake, then I don't fuck with you. No, they could be real, and you can believe they real. I ain't got nothing against you. I'm just saying I believe they fake. And that's the problem with the community. So like Mental Ninja could say they definitely was real. I'm gonna be like, man, you dumb as hell. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say, you gotta convince me. And to keep it open discussion. But you know, hey, if I don't agree with y'all, I get blocked. That's fucked up. So then I start trolling.
I'm gonna have to,
Everybody, y'all got it, man.
I'm gonna have to mute. No, look in Alcoholics Anonymous, bro. We got these people. They're called the Bleeding Deacons, and we got the Elder Statesmen, and that's out the book. Elder Statesmen, they think that they have the right opinions and shit. That they're like this fucking elite grouping of alcoholics and shit, and they can never be wrong because they're elders and they're statesmen. You know what I'm saying? The Bleeding Deacons, they're the ones that are like, they're like more on the spiritual and religious backtone, undertone and shit, but it's really Christianity. And each one is, if you don't agree with me, then you're doing it wrong. If you don't agree with me, then I worry about you and shit. Really, they don't give a fuck about what you think. They just like that meme say, people don't want to hear your opinion. They want to hear their opinion coming out your mouth. So I'm in meetings and shit, and nigga, we all got the motherfucking big book. It's big, it's blue. Nigga, like, we'll read the fucking we'll read whatever the topic is, and when the motherfucker does, it's like, oh, I'm so and so alcoholic. They're not fit to share shit. They're fit to fucking quote the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, I hear you, but what does that mean to you? Well, I can go, you just said what we just read again. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean to you? Can you transmit that shit from your own words and experience and shit? And what it looks like, for me, it's like this. We all went to the educational system. We had teachers.
Elaborate, right? You got
Yeah,
it.
we had teachers. We had fucking principals. We had assistant principals. We had people that had the power, people that had the authority. When we're done there, we got recess. We got the hall monitors and shit. And the authority on the recess is the fucking fence around your school, nigga, and the motherfucking whistle or the bell that tells you guys to come back in the class and shit. You know what I'm saying? We go home, the parents the authority. But the parents, their authority is the government, the state, their bosses, their parents, or the motherfucking news media and shit. And so what people do is like, well, if I'm gonna speak, I need to speak from a position of authority. And if they don't have no position of authority, if they're not like the teacher, the principal, or the bell, or the news media, or the boss, or the parent of the other person, or the government itself, they gonna fucking grab onto that fucking, they're gonna grab onto the government leg and shit and act like they're speaking for the government. When, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you're not speaking for yourself. And so people get upset, like, like you were saying, like, nigga, oh, we aboriginals and shit. And then like, oh, well, if you don't believe in what I believe in, then you're the enemy and shit, bro. Because if you don't believe what the fucking state believes, my nigga, you're an enemy of the state. If you don't believe that Santa Claus is real while you're in fucking the first grade, nigga, either you better be Jehovah's Witness, nigga, or there's something wrong with you, you're disrupting to the class and shit. So the thing is, bro, people really don't, like you said, bro, nobody knows the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the fucking secret society, bro. Them niggas don't know a goddamn thing. Special is what a motherfucker choose to learn and shit that could possibly make that individual special. But like niggas ain't keeping secrets and shit. You got the motherfuckers, you got the TV, you got the textbook, and then you got people. None of us are in the textbook and none of us on TV and shit, but we think the niggas in the textbook is the official real motherfuckers. And the nigga that walk up to you and say, I don't agree with that shit, that nigga fake. And the motherfucker on TV is the real motherfucker. The nigga that's sitting next to you, shit, he ain't on TV, so you can't trust nothing he says and shit. And so, like, for me, that's where the fucking problem is. And what we try to do, we try to imitate and become the people from the textbook by using textbook quotes or another research fucking, bro. The research, it says research, do it again. I'm just fucking being indoctrinated and shit, and I'm fucking spreading.
Man, a lot of these niggas ain't confident in that pseudo ass information that they got, man. You gotta think about it. It's somebody else's shit. I can write something, I can jot something down on a piece of paper right now, and then 50 years later, somebody can say, hey man, troops don't put that down on a piece of paper, and they give validity to it, say that's information now, knowing damn well that's just all fallacies on that goddamn that shit I jotted down.
Hearsay, bro. Like, nigga, in court, nigga, we know
if you smart, right? If you an intelligent person and can take
a lot of these niggas, bro,
man,
hold on, drop. A lot of these niggas ain't intelligent, man. These niggas is dumb as a box of fucking rocks, man. These niggas, like, bro,
you can be an intelligent dummy. No, I'm
no,
saying, man.
I'm talking about these niggas ain't intelligent at all. Period.
All right, fuck them. That's not what I'm saying. Is if you're an intelligent person, right, you can play the devil's advocate and beat any argument. I can be Aboriginal and destroy a Pan-African. I can be Pan-African and destroy an Aboriginal. I can be a globe earther and destroy a flat earther. I can be a flat earther and destroy a globe earther because I listen. I take all information in. So now I see this just a battle of words, points, and vernacular. Then cool, let's do it. But shit, man, I can convince you. I can convince you. I can go against anything I believe to the heart and beat somebody that believes something else, and vice versa. So now that we don't gotta be right and can still convince people that we is, I blame the people. I blame the people paying the pastor in the church. I don't blame the preacher. Get your money, preacher.
I heard you say it before, and I agree with that. Yeah, because a lot of the times we tend to blame the pastor. No, I'm blaming it. I'm blaming the dumb niggas that's inside the church that's believing that nonsense.
Hey, so, look, yeah. I can say nasty Nas to Esco to Escobar. Now, peep, it's not sure that nigga. That don't make me Nas, nigga. Just because I'm quoting the nigga's song. I can read a motherfucking Bible verse.
Oh, I'm still in that. I'm still in that mental.
That's this, bro. Like, and
I think that
we're educated and we're promulgated and fucking. We are fucking indoctrinated to not believe. Look, nigga, the only reason niggas believe in God is because they don't believe in themselves. This motherfucker, I'm at work a couple of days ago. This dude walks up to me with these white people. This nigga got a cowboy hat and everything. I was like, hey, hold up, nigga. Only one black cowboy around here. And it was a joke. This nigga says, hey, can I ask you a question? And I was like,
hey, hold on, Mr. Mitchell, my nigga. Hey, man, what's his name? Stepdaddy Durst in the chat, man. Don't be going over there, coming over here, telling me what he said over there on this panel, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, man. I don't. I don't care, man. I ain't saying you trying to instigate anything, but I just don't care, man. I said what I said to dude over there on Smoke's panel. The nigga came with some information. I whooped that nigga ass with the information that he had. I embarrassed the nigga on camera. The nigga sitting there saying, I don't want no more troops on. I'm done. The nigga throwing up the white flag. I did that to Rude Words. Like, bro, you're an old dummy. So
still don't shoot the messenger. He just giving you a heads up.
He said he wants to pull up for the smoke. I already destroyed that. I already stepped on him. That man had that nigga on camera copping, please. I made that nigga look. I made him look extra dumb.
I made saying, dude that was tapping back in with you was just giving you a heads up.
For sure. But I'm just saying, man, nah, man. I already stepped on him.
Nigga, if I was Sir Drop, I'd be like, nigga, you didn't knock over my mama vase, nigga. You didn't stepped on the jail, nigga.
Man, you funny, man.
Hey, if I public, I'm like, nigga, left jab, back up, nigga.
Left jab, man. Donkey kick. What the fuck?
Hey, look. So look, motherfucker Ken, he's like, man, can I ask you a question? I'm like, all right, what's up? Cause now I'm like, nigga, I just cracked a joke, and this nigga asked me if he asked me a question, but it seems like it's going somewhere, and I already know I don't want it to go where it's gonna go. And he's like, hey man, how much money do you make doing this? And I was like, I make good money. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. Because he has some money, financial questions about my job. He said, hey, if you got paid $1 million, would you leave this job? And I'm like, nigga, I already knew it was a sell. I said, nigga, hell no. He said, you wouldn't. I'm like, nah, nigga, I like to work for my money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want to know where my money come from, what I'm doing to get this money and shit. I'm not going to just take $1 million and shit. There's nothing. He's like, oh, well, you know, have you been saved? I was like, oh, here this nigga go. I was like, dog, I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in Santa no more. I don't vote. And the nigga was like, but are you happy? And I'm sitting here like, bro, you sound like a predator right now. When I said that shit, nigga, he didn't like it because he thought he was in the fucking up and up coming to fucking make me and try to inspire fear into a nigga to try to basically make a nigga fucking think little of himself and shit so he can deliver this fucking beauty for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it come down to it. I'm like, bro, check this out. If you believe in God more than you believe in yourself, your belief ain't shit because you're the one with the belief. If you believe in your God more than you believe in yourself, bro, I don't really want to talk to you. If you're to do things because you're trying to get this reward and this bonus fucking
I believe in God more than I believe in myself, but then it comes down to what is God to me. Now, what is God to me is the same thing that make me God, that make you God. All right, there go two gods right there. Just me and you standing together. So that's bigger than the thing I believe in me. So then when you take that all the way through every living animal and every living plant and the spark of life, things that grow and move that don't gotta get plugged up into an artificial thing is what God is to me. So of course the world is bigger than me. It's when you think there's a man in the sky that's gonna crack this bitch and come down and he bigger than everything. That's when you delusional. If
like,
you ain't talking about the spirit, soul, and the spark of life that's bigger than you, or you wouldn't even have a spark of life, you'll be a stillborn baby. You see the difference? So you gotta also ask on what is God to you before you say. But I know what you saying and what you saying. The people that believe in Jesus Christ, and you know exactly. I don't believe in none of that, but I
fucking
do believe Jesus was a real man that had God in him as well as everything else around him. I can say that. But go ahead.
talking about Gerald Stafferstein, nigga, that saved that fucking cat by the fucking fire truck, nigga. Nobody talk about that nigga. He was a good guy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in court, bro, if niggas have been to court, you can't be called to be a witness and talk about what another person told you because they won't talk to what that person saw. If you ain't seen it, you ain't a witness, my nigga. It's called hearsay and shit. So, like, I swear to God, bro, look, I operate today off of bulk of information that I learned when I was a fucking child, nigga. Like, you can't even fucking have a job if you're not fucking 18 years or 16 years old. But they have me, motherfucking, and probably a lot of us pledging allegiance, nigga, in the first grade, nigga, with our hand over our heart, nigga. We're making pledges. We can't vote. We can't own property, nigga. I can't buy liquor and shit, but I can pledge my life, nigga. As a child and shit, bro, it just shows like the whole thing is not about fucking what you know, is like it's about what you follow and shit. And like I said, bro, remove the fucking mysterious evil men's and the mysterious evil good gods and shit, and Gwen the good witch, the wicked witch, the west, all that shit, bro. My source of information of everything I know outside of me thinking for myself or learning how to do that shit has been called a textbook and it's been called a TV or a screen. I don't like nigga, and like I was talking the other day, I was like, bro, what if there was an alien? You know how what that nigga Reagan said, how there's not an alien presence among us already. Like, what's the one thing that everybody got access to? Education and a TV. Like, the one idea that gets out to everybody about this or that and shit. If you know what a fucking witch trial is, where you learn that shit in school from a textbook. If you know about fucking Donald Trump, nigga, he was also in school in a textbook. He's also on fucking TV. And I swear to God, that is the motherfucking culprit. Is the one thing that gets ideas that everybody's connected to, textbooks and TVs and shit, the media. And in the Bible talks about we wrestle not with flesh and blood. So they say we're not dealing with real people. We're dealing with principles and principalities of the air. The textbook is a principle delivered by the fucking principal who run the school. The principality of the air and shit is something like Wi-Fi, radio. It's a signal, news, north, east, west, south, newscast, broadcast, all those fucking words that we know to learn and shit to show like a hidden deeper meaning behind the shit that we already know and shit, bro. But I do believe that our whole fucking mechanism, the matrix, is our textbooks that program us when we're kids and our TVs that continue to program us through programming as adults and shit. Because none of these motherfuckers, bro, niggas be talking about God like they actually know this motherfucker. Niggas be talking about Trump or Biden like they actually know this motherfucker and shit. I remember in school, they said, somebody in this class, they said Abraham Lincoln was in class. Somebody in this class gonna be the next president. Niggas got to looking around like, ooh, who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be you? Nigga, when last time you went to school with a nigga who became the president? And who do you know went to school with a nigga who became the president?
Like I said, all that shit wishful thinking, man. Like I said, that was considered for information. Propaganda is information. Information is propaganda, man. So that's what they told us. Anybody can be the president. Anybody can be the. I mean, you can. I feel like in your own personal life, you can achieve, a lot of goals. But like as far as like them saying somebody can be the president, man. Nah, man. That's like one of the biggest fallacies that's ever been told, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, even with a lot of the spirit, I'll be hearing a lot of people talk about the spiritual shit too on these YouTube streets. Like, you got to go within and meditate about it. Like, nigga, you sound like a Christian all over again. That's what a Christian will say, man. Go pray about it, man. Things will get better for you. They all sound the same to me,
bro. Even like, but there's like a hidden theme within all this shit, bro. Dorothy, oh, you had the power all along. Oh, maybe click your heel 3 times. The fucking Matrix, nigga. Maybe if you want to be out the Matrix, you'll get there and shit. What the Oracle bitch said to him, you know what I'm saying? Always deal in all these like Jedi movies, Simba, and all these motherfuckers and shit, these Disney characters and shit. It always comes down to the individual making that individual choice, surrounded by the other choices that the system, that the fucking programming wants them to make. But then all that shit kind of does is funnels the individual to make that one conscious choice, not led or promoted by any outside enterprise or any outside source and shit. So when niggas be like, oh, I believe in Jesus, I'm worried about going to hell, so I'm gonna do good today. Nigga, you should be doing good because you know what the fuck good is. If you're doing good to avoid a punishment, then you don't know what good is. You know how to avoid a punishment. That's two separate fucking things. Nigga, sobriety and recovery are two separate things. If you ain't drink or drug, nigga, you sober. Everybody wake up sober. If you fucking running some kind of system that keeps you in a certain mindset that'll keep you from becoming like you don't want to be, then you're recovering from your own issues and shit, nigga. There's two different fucking.
I was gonna say, everybody listening, everybody hit the like button. Yeah, hey, Sir Drop, man. What I gotta do to get down with HOTC, man? You asked me earlier in the chat, bro. Do I gotta pay a subscription or subscription?
Just fuck with us, man. Just fuck with us, bro. We ain't on no doctrines where you gotta be a goddamn astronaut. Hey, just bring your knowledge to the table, and that's it, bro. You don't even gotta say I'm in HOTC. None of that.
Yes, so I've been rocking with y'all though, bro. All y'all niggas been coming over here. You, Naga, before you start coming around, it was Naga, Marco Power, mine, like all the Quentin Emerson, all them niggas been coming over here.
No, HOTC. It hate come with it because we gotta say free down to people's doctrine and shit, so they just start trolling us.
Right. But, I respect the invite, bro. But I'm affiliated with y'all niggas, man. I'm just not. I ain't a part of no groups, bro. I came in by myself, bro. I came in this motherfucker by my belief by myself, bro. But much respect. I fuck with HOTC heavy, real talk. But like other than that, bro, I came in this motherfucker by myself, bro. True zone, man. On my own mission.
By ourselves. That's the part you gotta understand.
That's a group.
We all our own nigga, man. Ain't nobody, ain't no sorority. Nah, ain't
hey, Drop, you still paying your dues, nigga?
Yeah, whatever.
That's what's up, though, man. A lot of them groups, these YouTube groups, man, niggas gotta pay dues. Nigga, if you ain't bringing a certain amount of information to the table every month, you get kicked out. If you get caught talking to other niggas, you get kicked out, man. All that shit's church. All this shit's church member like. These niggas ain't no but church members, man. Paying a
Hey,
pastor every month.
End up being
like this.
the real secret society. Watch like in 100 years, they be like, man, who is them HOTC motherfuckers? And they never gonna know. Like it's motherfuckers that ain't even on YouTube. Never mind. But hey, dig this. When you fucking with the Matrix, right? That's the binary code and the 369. And then it scrambles up to create different effects such as time and matter and all that, right? The Matrix is the math trick. Young man. Cool. When you do a math trick, just go ahead and take out the TR and add a G. And you perform magic. And this is what the Matrix is. So now once you try to add the math trick into reality, it alters it. Because this is a foreign thing going with a natural thing. So you got natural going against technology. You got common sense versus research. You have a polar opposite of everything in the world. And when they touch each other, that's when you see the Matrix. And when they separate from touching each other, that's when you see the glitch in the Matrix. You might see the same red car 5 times in 1 week. Didn't nobody else see that red car, dude? It was a glitch in your Matrix. You remembered that red car. Now you thought you just kept seeing it. But if you look back after you see it red and then look in your rear view, you're going to see it was really blue, bro.
Right.
The brain ain't processed
You know, I've
it
noticed that a
fast
few
enough.
times too. Like with the whole Matrix shit, going down that rabbit hole. Yeah, bro. I do feel like we're in some type of simulation, though, video game, whatever you want to call it. You know, I don't feel like I know. Like, I can just see it. Like man, this is some type of fucking video game. Like, nigga, this ain't my first go around here. A lot of people, they might say, hey, no, once you die, that's it. Ain't no coming back down here. You just go off into the abyss. But me personally, I just feel like, you know, they say all the time, energy can't be destroyed nor created. So I feel like, you know, we come through here multiple times. It might sound, somebody might say, yes, that's far-fetched, that outlandish, and I hate to use the fucking Bible as a reference, but it even says in the Bible, if you give your life to Jesus Christ, Caesar Borgia, you will have eternal life. So that's them telling you, throwing a hint, hey, you are energy, you never die. So me seeing that, them saying that in that bullshit Bible, you know, you can say, hey, maybe our spirits, our souls, whatever you want to call them, are you know, infinite, are immortal. They never perish.
And my belief is this, and I'll never be able to prove this, but I think you respawn at least 100 times before you die. So like right now, another truth zone just came in the world. You ain't got nothing to do with the sex part of it. It ain't in your family. It ain't in nothing. And you will see that motherfucker and be like, man, y'all might not even look alike. But y'all think exactly the same. It's the same being. And I think this being, what they say, baby kids don't die, they multiply. Real shit. So right now it's probably like 300-400 surf drops. When I die, it don't matter. It's still 300 of them. Cat got 9 lives. Why can't I have 300? So cool. And then when that nigga died, his name ain't dropped. His name was Theodore. He was actually a professor at a college, but it still was my origin, my aura. You know, you ever saw a nigga like, man, you remind me of Nas.
Right.
Nas don't even know that nigga. He don't even know Nas, but they the same motherfucker. You can go out of town and be like, man, you remind me of my homie back home. They act just alike. They don't even know each other, dog. That's fine to me. But, you know, I can never prove it, and I'll change my mind tomorrow. Some of these niggas scared to change their own damn mind, bro.
I do, man. I find myself doing that all the time too. Like Soapbox asked me, say, "Hey, Truth Zone, how come you going against this information?" Now, last time you did a live a few weeks ago, you were saying you kind of with the information. I'm like, because it's called change. I can change my mind. I'm not gonna look at something the same way I did an hour ago. That's how I am. Even 5 hours ago, I'm gonna look at something different than how I'm looking at it now. You see what I'm saying? So it's always good. I can't hold on to something for a long period of time and say that's just truth. That that's what is real. Nah, I don't think like that. Hey, what's up, Sunshine? What's good with you? Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the channel.
Oh, that's my dog right there.
Yeah, we go. Well, Sharice, you still up here with us? What's up? What's up, Public Enemy? What's up with you, brother Nasir? What's good with you, bro? Speaking with Sir Drop always speak with logic. That's why I fuck with him. A lot of y'all, that's why I fuck with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all, y'all speak with logic. I can resonate with it. Like even with Greedy Vegan, he went live. Everything he was saying was just hitting home. I was resonating with everything he was saying. Man, he talking that shit, man. Rational thinking, rational, not irrational.
Hey, did you know Greedy Vegan was a white dude?
Man, nigga, you trolling.
Ain't that how they be trolling though, man? That shit be crazy, bro. They'll just come with a full-fledged lie, bro, and just push that shit through the algorithms. You be like, all right.
You know how it go, bro. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, man. You said it's gonna be an internet war. What's this? When it's supposed to take place, man? You said you was trying to recruit that nigga with that nigga woke. That nigga
No,
woke.
if you go look at our no, woke hit hard. When you
Man,
can
woke
stand up with me,
everything.
hey, when you can stand up with me every time, because I be getting so disrespectful. He hold it down every time. But what I mean by internet world war, if you go through everybody's channel, every time from April through July, it's a big reset on you fucking tube. Just go to your last videos in April last year and be like, damn, that's when I was beefing with dude. Then go to the April before then. Damn. So right now I'm already seeing it brew up. I see the Aboriginals and all them getting antsy. I see the flat power motherfuckers on their block tour. I see that you understand, I see the Pan Africans is really, I see all these groups coming together like they mounting up. Regulators mount up. And I see them mounting up. And I'm just looking at them like y'all dumb as hell. I already got my cross space. I got my cross space. I got my Warhol. And yeah, I'm I just know it's about to, because it's certain people that never hated on me that started hating on me. I see it. And I'm like,
Man,
all right,
I'll
cool.
take anybody to war on this shit. It's not I don't take this shit serious, bro. I'll troll a nigga, man, because if a nigga gonna make a video about, man, I'll troll the shit out of a nigga, man. I ain't got no problem with that. Nigga, you gonna throw
Oh no,
shots
it's
at me? I'm
not
gonna throw
about
them
to
right
be
at
a
you.
trolling war. No, that's just them LGBTQ motherfuckers.
You
It's
talking about
about
like
to be a
these niggas
knowledge
are telling
war.
for
No, a knowledge war
oh,
where you're not gonna even be allowed on niggas panels. Niggas gonna be like, nigga, block that nigga. And it's like, all right, now
it's gonna
y'all
be
all yeah. Then
oh,
you
but
gonna
these
have
niggas
the
they're
trolls.
gonna be arguing. They're gonna be arguing over pseudo. Bro, when I be going to the Pan African panel over there on Q Butters panel, bro, I like, man, y'all niggas over here arguing over fucking. Cause I was having a dialogue with that nigga Taz one day. We was going back and forth. This nigga pulled out a publication from the BBC. I said, bro, I said, so y'all talk all this anti-white man shit, nigga, but you went straight to a European source to get some information, bro. I said, think about what you just did, man. The nigga started going off. I said, bro, just think honestly, man. Think about what you just did, bro. I said, all this shit over here sound elementary, man. But I get what you're saying. You said these niggas gonna have an information war, man. Oh man, but all the information they're gonna be fighting each other with is controlled, man. It's propaganda, nigga.
Yeah, man. Whew. Yeah, I just hope, like I said, man, I hope everybody get to a peaceful place in their life, It's just, I can tell a lot of people
Oh, it's all
struggling,
my bad.
fighting some demons. My bad. I'm gonna wrap up real quick.
And what you
Fighting
say?
some demons.
My bad. What
For
you say,
real.
Michelle?
No, I was just saying, I just think that at the end of the day, a lot of people is fighting some real live demons and going through some stuff in real life, And the internet oftentimes gives people an outlet where they can kind of release. I mean, me and my father was having a conversation about the internet being, or social media or the YouTube space being a very, it could be addictive.
Right.
And
It's a
you know,
drug.
he,
And that's straight facts, because I done literally lashed out on people because I was mad about something in my real life, and I used it to let all that negative energy out. So cool. When I
Mhm.
was done spitting all on my phone, cussing at something, I felt good. It was like a therapy.
He said spitting all on his
That's
phone.
fact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. I do think people use it to release. But that's why I said now I try to do my stuff in intervals, or try not to do it as often, because I even found myself being in a space where I was letting people upset me, and that can never happen. I have a child that I got to teach to be strong, and to go out here in this world and not be affected by people's words, especially people who do not know you. So like that's the biggest thing for me. And like I see it all now, I mean, I seen it then, but sometimes this thing could get your head all kind of whooped up. You gotta know the difference, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said everything good, it's all good. I wish you well. I wish no harm on you. I've been through enough in my life to see that it doesn't get you anywhere. So I just don't wish nobody any harm or any negativity in their life. I hope whatever it is, not just that particular person, but anybody going through, I hope they get through it. And I hope that, their life on the other end, comes out to be better. And I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. And that's why, it's all good. Like when you put your title up, Truth Zone, I was like, damn, he right. Information is one hell of a drug. We be arguing about whether or not people slept with white people back in the day, DNA, everything, just arguing about all this stuff. And it's keeping us divided for real. It's
Right.
not bringing us together.
And
It's
that's what
keeping
it's
us
for.
separated.
And that's what it's for. The people that bring this information or this propaganda to fruition, and they give it to us, they use it as a divisive tactic. Like, okay, we know this information gonna keep them divided amongst each other. So that's what makes it. And then once you start like buying into this shit, you start indulging in this shit, and you don't think about nothing else, and you become tunnel vision with this information. Like you straight addicted to it. Motherfuckers be crackheads for information. Then they want more and more and more, and then it's over from there. That's why I try not to get addicted to the information, just because I know most of the time it is propaganda, and I know that they're using it. They're utilizing this information as a weapon. They're utilizing it as a weapon against us. To go against one another, to fight amongst one another.
Yeah,
Think
keep
about
us
it.
arguing with each other all day down here while they up there destroying the world.
Right?
Destroying us.
Yeah, man. They plotting a whole new epidemic. They plotting a whole new biological weapon against us. We sitting here fighting a bunch. We sitting here fighting amongst each other about controlled information. But at the end of the day, it's all
Dig this.
propaganda.
Dig this, Truth. The people that's making all this shit never been online.
No.
Ever. They don't got no type of channel. They ain't talking to nobody. They ain't even talking to their wife about what's going on. Going to work, putting their head down, getting it in, grinding hard. Niggas, Theo got a job at the plant and he won't even tell the boss about it. And all this dumb shit, bro. It's by design. Like when you said you can't be the president, you can't. In case you was born to be the president. And when you born to be the president, they know when you born through this lineage, we gonna select him and we gonna prep this nigga. We gonna advance him through school and everything. We gonna prep him to do what the fuck we say. The president don't call no shots. You gonna do what the fuck we say. And if you ain't been prepped since 6 years old, you ain't being no damn president or nothing else. Now you like, well, no, I know mayors that they only was in the game for. Then they joined Freemasonry and got plugged in to be your mayor. Got plugged in to be the. You understand me? It's plug-ins.
Yeah, it's just like joining the club. Just like when I was a chef at a golf club, you had to pay an X amount of dollars every month if you wanted special perks. So a lot of these niggas, hey, I'm gonna become a low level mason, man. I can get special perks. I can drive faster. I ain't gotta get a speeding ticket. They throw that shit out when I go to court. That's what it's all about, man. New levels, new devils, right?
Man, I was working with a mason, right? Building electric motors or whatever. And well, I wasn't working with him. He was the head dude, no experience. He didn't even know what I was doing. He asking me, "What the hell how you do that? How you do that? How you do that?" This nigga learning on the fly and got the head position. That's the connection you got. He didn't have to go to a temp service, work there for 6 months, get hired in, start back over, and then climb his way to the top. No, he came in telling them niggas what to do. Niggas been there 8 years. Nigga, break time, nigga. You like, but man, who is dude? Oh, that's the such and such son. You not knowing the boss's son just got initiated and he came off the streets, ain't had a job before that job, and he controlled the payroll, everything, bro. And then they want to say why is people behind? Because they corner every market with some
Right.
type of group.
And they say, what's that old saying? I say all the time, it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. And then you can have an amalgamation, you can have a plethora of fucking knowledge, information, wisdom, whatever you want to call it. It's about who you plugged in with, who you know. That's what at the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. You know.
Bro,
That's
I'm
just
just now
that's
trying to
just me.
get
That's just
plugged
from
in.
experience too. From me just seeing, being around.
I'm trying to get plugged in with this lightweight plugged in with this Steph Curry promotion team, right? Mind you, you don't do nothing, but you get more money than a nigga working all fucking day. Bro, you might take a couple pictures, a couple sites, couple themes, and you done for the whole day, right? But you making more money than a nigga working all got 2 weeks strong, heavy, 8 hours. We ain't gonna even hit him with the 12. I'm just hit him with the 8. Bro, and you ain't doing nothing. That's when you get plugged in with money. You're on the roster. And all you do is say, "Hello, how you doing? Welcome to Cavalanche." And they walk past you. You getting like 30 an hour for that shit. You ain't making nothing. All you saying is hello, welcome. Bro, and these niggas working all hard all fucking day. Bro, it's lopsided. This shit lopsided. You will make way more money as a towel boy on the Cavaliers than you will make as the fucking 12 man on a roster.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You connected. You such and such son. So when that little boy running out there, they not paying him. When he wiped the sweat up, it's going straight to the savings. So when he get 18, they was giving that nigga $1,000 a game. He done did 75 games a fucking season and been doing it till he was 18. You do the math. While I'm sitting here trying to figure out if these steel toes is appropriate.
Yo, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Crystal clear.
All right, cool. See, Greedy Vegan still in the building. Salute to everybody, man. I got a lot of new people in this motherfucker, man. But yeah, that's how it be, man. That's how it was when I worked full time.
What's it called, right? When you was running that freestyle cash app prizes, man, Greedy Vegan had to bring your own bars, right? We ran that shit for probably like a year or whatever. As soon as the shit was about to take off, he just quit doing it. I'm like, damn, bro. We did the season, and we were supposed to do the next season, and we just quit doing it. What I would have did is quit paying them niggas all that kind of money. I'd have just
My
paid
damn
them less than $10. But
somebody asked when the freestyle contest drews on. I'll probably do it again this week. I got to get this laptop working because the volume's all fucked up on it. And then last week I was supposed to do it, but I was tired as fuck. I was like, man, I don't even feel like fooling with YouTube. I used to be going on panels and shit. So but I'm gonna do it sometime this week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'm gonna do it. So everybody can just bring your music, bring your bars, bring your best songs. Whoever win, I'm gonna do like 3 rounds. Whoever win, each round, somebody will get paid each round, get a cash prize. So yeah.
Hey, just know, when Greedy bring out season 2, he not copying off you or none of that. Cause he gotta come back with the season again. We actually have regular contestants, everybody showing up. Like it was like a show. That's how I was looking at it. I'm like, I'm gonna make sure I had something for bring your own bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
And
first time I did
you
it, it
know,
was good.
yeah, that shit was dope, dope, dope. I don't know why he stopped that shit. I think it's because he was paying out too much. Man, get them niggas $10 who perform and don't even worry about the money. Just keep the show going. The show gotta go. The show must go on. Hey, if it's costing too much to pay these niggas, quit paying their stupid ass until the show start popping. When it pop,
Yeah,
we
I
all
ain't
are
gonna look.
eat,
I'm
bro.
gonna be
We
already
all
real
are
with you,
eat
bro.
when it pop.
I ain't about to be paying those niggas $100 if they went around. I send a nigga 20, it go 15, it go 20 shit. Get buy you some
No,
lunch or
he was
something.
doing it like this, man. Everybody that donated and everything, he just put it in one pot and gave it to the
Yeah, I ain't got nobody donate. But yeah, anybody listening.
winner. Oh, they'll
If
donate.
I if I do this freestyle, if I do this freestyle thing again on my channel, everybody can donate to a pot, and then whatever I collect, I'll give to the winner. But then again, I'm gonna put in my own money too. That's what I did last time. I put in my own money and paid niggas, man. I ain't got no problem doing that either. But shit, who want to donate, shit, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I heard about that shit Greedy had going on over there. That shit was lit, man. That shit was fire. I had personal shit going on. Yeah, bro, that's how I be, man. That's why I wanted to do it last week, but I ain't had a motivation for that, man. I ain't fooling with that shit. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it sometime later this week coming up. Luckily,
Bro,
you
they had
reminded
the
me, niggas. I almost
co-hosts.
forgot about it.
Yeah, they had the co-hosts. They had the whole team. Yeah, shit was
I
set up
think
right.
Royal Lawyer said something about she wanted to be a judge.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Who won last time? I think you won the last 2
Once
rounds
that
last time.
promotion team come through, once Powerade say, hey, run that show once a week, we'll give you a 100,000 every 6 months. It make the show now you can do what you need to do. You know what I mean? All right, cool, 100,000. All right, let me get my crew together. Boom, hey man, go 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Cool. Now we got 15 performers, and I'm still eating, and all I gotta worry about is talking about Powerade reflushes the body. All right, cool. Y'all finished rapping. So once the promoters come in, I just learned this game. These niggas ain't backing they ain't footing their own bill, bro. So it look easy. You ain't footing the bill. Now I got 4 cameras set up, the best cameras in the world.
All
I
right,
don't
you
gotta
good.
pay nothing. Go
Hey,
ahead.
hold on, son, drop. Hey, you good, Sharice? Thanks for coming up. Shout out to you. Shout out to Greedy Vegan. Shout out to Mental Ninja. Appreciate y'all coming up anytime. Shout out to the gorgeous Sharice. You know, you're more than welcome anytime over here. What you saying? Sir, drop my bad, bro. Yeah, everybody, please hit the like button. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Put it in the chat. You can hit it on your way in or hit it on your way out. And I went on somebody else's panel. I told that nigga Realist McCoy to come over and holler at me. Hey, Realist McCoy, if you listening, nigga, come holler at me, man. I gotta holler at you about something, man. I still rock with you, but you mind this shit. I gotta holler at you, bro. What's up, Naga, man? What's good, bro? So the body is a battery shaped like a battery. Sure, I can agree with that. Rapper participants. Now you can come you can throw your songs on there, Copper Goddess. No, Drop. He's still up here on mute, I think. Hey, Drop. Oh, Sunshine asked where you went, bro.
Oh, I'm cooling out. I'm cooling out. I'm cooling out. That's all I can do, man. You want to know one thing though? What I call it, the internet war that's about to go down is spring cleaning. Trying to get snakes out, motherfuckers' closet. I've been cleared my snakes out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let some new snakes in just to see if they act right.
Right.
See if they
Yeah.
act right. You ready to act right, Red Squid, or you still a bitch? Or cool like no, it's a lot of people.
That's just
Shout
crazy.
out to shout out shout out to Woke. Now look, this is the crazy thing about me and Woke. We actually agree on all knowledge, all our shit the same. But for some reason, that's why all our arguments be shut your bitch ass up. Use a bitch, I'll beat your ass. It's never about what the fuck we trying to teach. Never, ever, if you ever. So Woke, cool. I think we got off on the wrong foot because Woke don't like motherfuckers that don't deal with common sense. So when he'll go to some of these panels and I'm around, I guess he thought I ain't deal with common sense. I don't know. But Woke cool.
Yeah, they woke. That's my nigga, man. He's just a rogue nigga, man. And that's what I respect about him, man. And just you know, that's how I ran into. I came across him he was going in on somebody about not using common sense and logic. You trying to tell some nigga, hey man, that's just a psyop operation. And niggas like, man, no, that's real. I was like, man, these niggas don't even know. So that's one thing. That's why I rock with him, man.
Shit, anything else, man? Look, man, these motherfuckers, they all friends, we all friends, everybody friends. And then we do a lot of hazing on the internet. Whether they'll tell you or not, what they doing is like trying to haze you like you a rookie, but they not knowing you been online. Like, bro,
Yeah,
I just ain't know you fuck niggas, bro. I been online though.
a lot of niggas assume that I'm a newcomer to this shit. Bro, I've been doing this shit for
Exactly.
years.
And
Like
you
nigga,
see
I've
how
been
they
doing
trying to play it though. That's how you know they think you a newcomer because you see they carry whose luggage. Nigga, man, fuck y'all for real. I'll cut all y'all niggas off. Nigga, I
right. Like
keep doing me like you just said, man. I came in this bitch by myself. Don't act like. But you know, birds of a feather flock together, and that's why you fucking with niggas like us. Remember when I told you, man, you got a lot of fangs in your and they start showing their teeth, didn't they?
right,
Then they
right.
start showing their teeth, and it's like, oh, that's what Drop talking about.
A lot of niggas
Cause these,
use nigga Nanda try telling me, nigga Woke try telling me. You know, I be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. Man. That's the type of nigga I am, bro. That's how I am with my kids. Even though I know a nigga, I know one of them might be lying to me. Let me get this nigga the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I want him to show me who he is. Like, okay, y'all already, I see who he is. But you know, most of the time, I don't. This is, it's not. It ain't nothing personal, bro. You know,
right, mind's
I
eye.
don't know. I don't know anybody personally. We just dropping gems on each other, bro. So like when I be hearing you talk, when I heard you talking over there on Charles Watson's panel, I'm like, man, he talking that shit. He talking how that's some shit that I would say on my
Right.
channel.
Sir Drop, know the world is flat. We got
So
two
you saying
different
it's
ideologies, right?
hold
And
on, hold on.
and we still cool as fuck. That's the difference.
Right. I don't know if it's
That's
flat. I don't know if it's a ball. I don't know, bro. Because my take on that is, bro, you got one side like Bro Sanchez and the flat Earth community. They're saying it's flat. You got NASA saying it's a globe ball. So those are two different opposites clashing amongst them. You know, those are two different religions. So you can take being a Muslim. You got Muslims versus Christians, Christians versus Muslims. You got flat earthers versus globalists. So you got NASA versus flat power. Those are just two different religions clashing against one another. I don't know if the motherfucker's flat. I don't know if it's a globe. I just know I do one thing I do know. This is just a theory of mine. I feel like it's an infinite plane. Like it doesn't end.
no, but no. My point was this: how we can still be friends. I don't see an Aboriginal and a Pan African being friends. I don't see a globe earther and a flat earther being friends. I don't see a Christian and a Muslim. I mean, being friends to where you're not you're not basing your friendship on a motherfucker's ideology. Put it like that.
Gotcha.
You understand? If my girl vote for Biden and I vote for Trump, we ain't gonna break up. If my girl wanna be a Christian and I wanna be a Muslim, we just gonna be a Muslim and a fucking Christian. It's,
Right. It's just
we're
differences
not gonna be mad at each other. No, how the
it's just differences in opinion, man. Like to each his own, man. Marco Powell said exactly, drop.
really the atmosphere of Mercury get caught by the sun particles because it's on fire. Then I'm all ears once you went deep with it. Start talking about Mercury in the body. Now I'm interested. See what I'm saying?
Right, I got you, sir. I'm not gonna put it in the chat. The Earth is a step pyramid. I don't know. I don't respectfully not you my nigga, bro, but I don't know about all that, bro, because I don't have the resources. I don't have the equipment, to evaluate this plane of existence, this Earth, whatever you want, this planet, whatever you want to call it. So at that point, I would just be, trying to guess what it looked like or what it is. Sometimes I don't know.
But no, you agree with him.
I don't know.
No, you agree with him without knowing it because that's what he's saying. This plane of existence, right? And then when you start talking about realms, you will stack this plane of existence on top of each other. So each plane, plane is a flat surface. Now, when I stack them on top of each other of existence, and I stack the realms of the plane of it would make a step pyramid. If that's what he's saying, I'm just trying to make something out of it. I don't know if that's what he's saying though.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's what he was saying for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but then again, I'm like, man, I don't know, man, because I don't came up with many assumptions or theories on how I feel like we inside of I said one time I feel like we inside of a pregnant woman, just on a cosmic level, that's constantly giving birth to life. Because look, a micro to a macro, a woman's always giving birth. You got animals constantly giving birth. So they say Mother Earth. So I feel like I don't feel like this place is always giving birth to life. You can plant a fucking seed in the soil and it grow. That's giving birth to something. The earth is birthing that seed that you put inside the soil. I can say we live inside of a pregnant woman on a cosmic level, but do I know that? I don't know. That's just a theory I'm throwing out there. We can live inside of a fucking water molecule. I don't know. That's definitely a fire perspective. And my nigga nodded, man. But like far as to like say, but I get what people can say. It's flat or it's a globe. I can see where they can come up with that. But then again, that it's just those. I don't know, man. That shit just sounds like religion to me again. Like two different.
I don't see it. I don't see even a flat Earth theory on how they talk about it. I don't. If it got an ending and it's something where it stops, I don't buy it. If it stops, or like there's the edge of the circle and there's the edge of the flat plane. So I don't buy either what they talking about. I think this shit is infinite in all directions, which is shapeless. So I would be a shapeless Earth. I'm a shapeless Earther, and that's it. And I ain't gonna say I'm right. I'm gonna say that's what the fuck I believe, and I don't think nobody else could like say. Well, that's the only thing.
That's the only thing I agree with. Niggas say it's infinite. It keeps going and going. So like, if we infinite, if we're energy, we can't be destroyed nor created. We go on and on and on like the goddamn Energizer battery. Who's to say this plane of existence ain't like that? It's the same. It keeps going. We just decide one small ass jurisdiction that we locked in by what you want to call it, the UN, the United Nations, got us inside of a little bubble. The where our moves is restricted because we in an open air prison. You need a goddamn ID to move to go. Even though you can go to another state, you still got an ID. We're still in an open air prison. Our moves are restricted. You got to have all type of documents and shit like that, etc., to move across this motherfucker. So it's not infinite. Somebody said it has a. Somebody says it has a. Who said that? Nike. What's up, Nike, bro? Say it can be round and flat at the same time. Think about a CD or a DVD. I can see that. Says something that keeps the water outside of this plane contained. Therefore, we live in a container. So you saying we live? What's up? Yeah, what's up? You can respond to that.
That's the fishbowl mentality. The snow globe, I mean. But go ahead.
I do feel like it's uncharted territories that we can't go to. Because like I said, again, we live in an open air prison. Just because you can go from a state to state don't mean we're not in an open air prison. So think about the land masses that we haven't seen, that we can't go to. You know, if I want to be all the way outlandish and far fetched, I feel like on these different geographical land masses, outside of that make believe ice wall, is niggas that look just like me and you doing the same shit. Going to work every day, paying bills, doing the same shit, but just in different realities on different land masses, man. Land masses that we can't get to. You know.
Look, if you cut the gas off, right, of the jets, right, and you just cut the East Coast off of gas on the East Coast, you can't even make it to California for real without refueling. Now, just say there's no refueling stations going to these hidden lands. You on a one-way trip, and you better hope you make it. So now, cool, I'm flying off a continent and I'm going to the hidden lands. I'm gonna have to refuel this motherfucker at some point in time. I don't care what I'm in. And if they don't got nothing that can refuel it for you, even if you find it, you're gonna be fucking stuck over there. Or they make the refueling system so deep into the territory that you can't make it back out. If you refuel here and take off, you can't make it back. And it's resources to get there. There ain't gonna be no food. How long do it take? Man, it might take 37 days to get to one of these lands in one of our best aircrafts. 37 days. You gotta eat. You gotta keep this motherfucker fueled. And you gotta get through the protection they got on these other lands, because you're not gonna get there and it's just nobody there. You're gonna get there and see gods and goddesses and dope ass shit way better than this shit, or way more primitive than this shit. I don't know which one is which, but I do know it's everything around here. Hold on, my bad. Y'all got it.
Right. Nigga Naga. What's good, Naga? What's up, my nigga?
Man, what's good, yo? What's going on, Drop? Salute to the chat. See, the chat is on fire.
Show, bro. Show, man. You want to add on to it, bro?
Nah, y'all got it. You know, I'm gonna fit in, you know.
All right, cool. I was gonna add on to something like to what he was saying, like as far as like these different land masses outside of I feel like that ice wall don't even exist, man. I feel like that shit's propaganda in itself. You know, I feel like the ice wall is the government. It's these world governments. Because you got the UN, you got NATO, you know, tricking us into thinking, hey, it's an ice wall out there on some Truman Show shit, like keeping Truman stuck in his little bubble. But like I said, we live in an open air prison. Like even on those different land masses, there could be niggas that's living just like us, man. Look like us, walk like us, talk like us, but they might be a little bit more technically advanced. How they might be primitive, like what Drop was saying. It could be either or, but who knows?
Yeah, I think the the ice ring. I think that that got a lot to do with with the weather. With the weather control. That's my theory on that. I think it got a lot to do with it. I don't think it got anything to do with the geographic uh aspect of the earth, or with or different all the earths and none of the different realms, or the continent. I don't think it really
Do you feel
has
like the ice wall? Do you feel like it's real? Do you feel like it's there?
I mean it I mean, to me, the result of the weather, of the change, the way the weather change, is proof that, the way I'm thinking about it, is proof that it's real. Because the way that the weather able to change, on a consistent patterns, right? So to me, if I'm, thinking that, right, the ice ring is a machine, is a big ass machine, right, like a freezer, right, controlling the weather, right, turning it, cold. You know what I'm saying? So then the atmosphere being cold is a result of that. That is true.
Right. Right. I see what you're saying. But for me, bro, I feel like the only time we see the ice wall is via propaganda and them blasting it across, TVs, putting it in a documentary. So if I never seen it personally, I can't say it exists. They just like they say, hey man, it's spaceships and aliens outside the outer space. We ain't never seen this shit. Only time we see it is on movies, TV shows, documentaries. So them telling me this ice wall exists, I gotta take that with a grain of salt, man. But I see what you're saying. I'm not taking away from what you're saying or what you know, bro. But I'm just saying, like me personally, nah, that shit just sounds like propaganda to me, man. Them showing it because only time like I said, only time I seen this ice wall is via TV and documentaries and propaganda. So they're gonna tell me what's out there. What they want us to see. It could be number tropics out there. That whole area could be tropical out there. No ice wall. It could be beautiful and all that. But they showing us is, hey man, don't go over there, man. It's full of ice. You might die trying to cross that motherfucker. It's frigid. We don't know that. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like I said earlier, they why would they start telling us the truth now? They've been lying all this time. You know what I'm saying, bro?
yeah, they didn't tell me nothing what the ice ring is. They just tell me there is an ice ring. Just listen, like, at some point, right, we have to ask ourselves the same, question Morpheus asked Neo: what is real, right? Because at the end of the day, we all could think of something that have, the potential to be real, but it's not real yet. And because, we do, because we go through the process of making it real, and it becomes real, right? For example, like, I could just use, like, me having my own LLC. At one point it wasn't real to me, right?
Right.
Me having it wasn't real, right? But because I went through the process, right, because I could imagine it, right, I could see it, right, in my mind's eye, right, and I pursue it, right, and I go through the process, it becomes real, right? So we have to, we at some point we have to ask ourselves, like, what is real? You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, we haven't seen it, like, physically, don't mean it's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mother, right, believe that, she's pregnant, right? Like, she's pregnant and she's going to give birth to a boy. She could feel it. Like, for example, like in Haiti, right? A lot of women don't have the, all these technology where they can just go to the hospital and being able to know that if they, if they are pregnant with if they are, carrying a boy or a girl, right? But the female already know by based on the symptoms that she be having, she know if she having a boy or a girl, right? So that, but yet she, the baby haven't even born yet, right?
Yeah.
The baby haven't even formed yet. So that's what I'm saying. We have to ask ourselves the same question, like, what is real to us? You know what I'm saying? So if you can go deep inside of your mind, a lot of time we see everything is within, right? You know what I'm saying? So when we dive deep into what we got going on within ourselves, you know what I'm saying? It's up to us to do the work, right? And actually make it, make it physical, right? Like, the people that we always talk about that's controlling the world, at one point they wasn't controlling it. but because they, they could go inside of themselves, right, and see that they're actually controlling it. Now they
So
do.
let me ask you a question, Naga, bro.
Right.
You're saying they haven't always been in control, the status quo, people that's, these entities that's running this world of reality. Who was in control before them? You know.
I mean, I'm gonna go based on myself, like not what people told me or what I read somewhere. Man, listen, I think to know that out, like I always talk about the this planet being a dual system, right? It's not like, and this is why a lot of people say it's a simulation. But let me not go there. Let me speak. Let me talk about on what I think to know how I'm perceiving it, right? So I think it's a dual system. So one of these system was only, it was only us in one of these system before they came, right? Before they came here, these people that these other races, right? Whether they come from space, whether they come from whatever, they want to tell they come from, right? Before they came here, it was only us here. So we was in control. If it was only us here, how I'm thinking it, we was in control. Ain't
See,
no
that's what
way.
I'm saying. Check this out, my nigga. See,
Good.
look. So you saying when we was in control? So when people say this, look, when people say that now, like I used to, buy into that. But like, think about it like this, bro. If somebody's saying, "Hey, we was in control at one time," so that means, and these other people came, so that means we transferred. We gave. So it was a transition of. So it was a transition of evilness. So we transitioned this evil ass power to these other so-called entities, so-called, right? So when we had it, this shit was evil, and then we gave it away. The shit became even more evil. See what I'm trying to say?
I see what you're trying to say, but I'm not looking at it like that. Like, for example, like
And to be out,
darkness.
and to be, I was gonna say, bro, I won't cut you off. And to be all the way real with you, bro, I don't know who was running this shit 2,000 years ago, bro, 5,000 years ago. I don't know who was running this motherfucker. It could have been a midget. It could have been on some Wizard of Oz shit. A midget nigga from behind the curtain running this shit 2,000 years ago. And then is he still running this shit now? I don't know who was running that. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Nah, I think we all do. We all know. We just, some of us choose not to pursue what we know, right? Some of us not really standing on what we know, but we all know. We all know what's going on. Ain't none of us stupid,
Right.
right? So I think we all know what's going on. We just not willing to stand on that shit, right? But like I said, me talking on what I'm talking about, I'm not looking at it like evil was here, because I'm looking at like darkness
Right.
is the absence of light. So when
Right.
light is being present, there is no darkness. Darkness is just in the shadow, right? So that's how I'm looking at it. So when we rule, right, there was none of that negative shit, that evil shit that we got going on. We all was in the light together. Like when you look at in the nighttime, right, meaning that when the darkness is behind, you can look up and see all the stars dancing together, right? So that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of thing I'm talking about. Like where all of us, like none of us was looking at each other like where we envy each other, where we jealous of each other, where we're trying to take something from each other. I'm not looking at it from that perspective. But when we fail, right? When we fail, right, from upholding that, right? Then that's when all that evil shit came in. Meaning that when these people came in, they brought evil. Just like if you're going in the jungle, bro. If you're going in the jungle for a certain amount of time, you're going to bring things with you to help you survive, because you're not from the jungle, bro. You're not the lion, right? You're looking at yourself being, I'm from the concrete jungle, right? I'm not from where the trees is at, where all that shit is at. So if I'm going there for a week, nigga, I'm gonna make sure I have everything I need with me there. Right or wrong?
Gotcha. Yeah, I see what you're saying, bro. You right.
But like at some point, bro, we all can. It's easy, bro. It's easy to say we don't know, or it's easy to say, man, I'm not rocking with that, right?
But
But to
I get what you're saying. I agree with most of what you were saying most of the time, my nigga. It's just like I was having a conversation with Red Squid on this panel the other day, and he was conveying to me. I said this earlier. The nigga was conveying to me. He's like, "Yeah, true zone, man. Our ancient ancestors, they were highly technically advanced. They were smarter beyond their years. They built all the step pyramids. They built all the step pyramids. They built all these intricate monolithic structures across the world. And they put all these hieroglyphs inside of these these caves, inside of these tombs. They drew these big-headed aliens on the wall. I said, bro, nigga, you ain't think about what you just said, nigga. I said, anybody could have put that shit on the wall. I said, some badass kids 2,000 years ago could have drew that shit on the wall, bro. I said, so you want me to believe that our ancestors put that shit on the wall, bro? I said, any nigga could have drew some shit on the wall. I said, I can put some shit on my wall right now. Then somebody moving his house 200 years later. Like, hey man, an ancient alien that was highly technical drew that shit on the wall. See what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, bro. But again, I'm not looking at it that way, because if I'm gonna say, I'm the ancestors live through me, then I'm looking at it, nigga. I wrote this shit there, nigga. I put this shit there, right? Just like, nigga, if I go to work, right, and come back and see my sneakers is in my room, I'm not gonna think about, oh, maybe somebody put my sneakers. Nigga, I know I put that shit in there, bro. Cause that's my shit. I know, not only I know that's my shit, but I know I put it there. So I'm not about to guess who put it there.
My only thing is, bro, I be hearing a lot of these pro-black niggas be saying, we had this, we had that, we created this, we created that, our ancestors did this. Like, man, if I'm looking around seeing how dumb civilization is now, why would these niggas be even smarter back then? What happened? What happened? Like, what the fuck happened? If I'm looking around now, like, hey man, we living in that movie Idiocracy, man. People actually believe in nonsense and garbage. So niggas wasn't dumb 2,000 years ago. That's what they saying. Niggas was just totally smart. Niggas had spaceships. Niggas was able to teleport from here to Japan in 2 seconds. And niggas can't do that now. What the fuck happened? That's the question. I'm just asking questions.
See, I think all that shit, all that dumb shit, all that being smart shit, being intelligent, being better than or less than, I think all that shit is bullshit, bro. I think, sometimes we have to understand we gotta deal with what just is. Right? With what just is, that's just what is, man. It's not about, whether, because I put in the chat earlier, what I believe don't change the fact of what is true, of what is. Right? I could believe the sun is a motherfucking light bulb, but it doesn't change the fact that the sun is just what it is. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Whether I call it or whatever I want to call it, whatever I want to believe about it, it doesn't change the fact that it still remains of what it is. Right? So again, we use all these, diversive word, you know what I'm saying, to try to prove something, when that's what these people brought here with us. I mean, we brought here with them. They brought words. We was dealing with sound. We wasn't dealing with no motherfucking word. We were dealing with sound, vibration, and frequency. Right? When you hear a word, do you hear the sound or do you just hear words? Right?
Right. I'm at that battery's going to be the laptop. I'm charged, motherfucker. Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. I'm at that point now to where, I'm starting to I'm questioning a lot of things more. Even a lot of stuff that I found myself thinking to be true and giving validity to. I'm having to ask myself questions like, hold on, I got to start throwing shit away. I got to start deleting certain files in my damn lexicon. Like, hey, some of this shit ain't even, some of this shit pure garbage. Or that shit ain't even. Hold on, man. But to each his own, bro.
The thing is, go back to what Drop was saying earlier, right? A lot of people don't be about the shit that they talk about. They don't be about that shit, bro. They just want to be a part of something. They just want something to talk about. Because they heard, they believe that's the trend. They believe that's what everybody's talking about it. They want to talk about it. They don't believe that shit. Like I said, ain't no way, bro, for me to be talking the way I'm talking with conviction by just belief. Like, right. No. When you believe in some shit, nigga, you be shaky, bro. You shaky about your shit. You be scared to stand on that shit because it's gonna take you.
So you saying having a belief system, people are not totally confident in it. It's kind of like somebody being a diehard Christian and having a picture of Caesar Borgia on their wall. They know deep down inside that shit's like some cartoonish fairy tale shit. They just don't have. Okay, got you.
Yeah, bro. People been knowing that they're about bullshit, but they don't stand for nothing. So that's what I'm talking about. When I said, I am the ancestors. We are the ancestors, nigga. I'm really thinking about, like, nigga, when these niggas first came over here, nigga, they was just like they're dealing with me right now. I'm dealing with them, nigga. They was dealing with me back then. You know how certain niggas be like, yo, niggas, people gotta put your light out in order for them to shine. I believe that's what they did to me. I'm thinking like that's what they did to me. Damn, they're trying to do it right now.
Got you. Yeah, I'm still holding on to that, like that we indigenous and shit like that for sure. Hell yeah.
Motherfuckers trying to put out my light right now so they could shine. Why wouldn't I think that that's what they did? That's the only reason why they able to shine they was able to shine is because they put my light out, right? And I allow them to, because niggas like to give other people benefit of the doubt, right? I know that motherfucker is a snake, man, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He ain't going, he ain't gonna bit me, right? He ain't gonna bite me, right? Then boom, that nigga bite me. Yeah, man, I know that nigga was a snake. I should never trust him. Yeah, right. So I know that's what I'm not dealing with what I believe, nigga. I'm dealing with what I fucking know for a fact, nigga. If nigga show you he a snake, nigga, and you trust that nigga, give him the benefit of the doubt, nigga, he gonna bite your ass.
Right.
If you allow nigga if you know a nigga wanna put your light out so he could shine, and you allow him, he gonna put your light out so you could shine. So when people talk about like, oh, how how these niggas is smarter than us, like how we dumb now, It's not about being smart or being dumb, right? It's about, like, what you allow and what you don't allow.
And yeah, that makes sense. What you saying, and then Marco put something in the chat. He said that us all this technology is what's making people dumb. That's what's making people lazy. That's what making people become stagnant. Yeah, because they're like what they say, smartphones. People rely on the goddamn smartphone. Other than relying on their own smartness or their own intelligence. Just like right now, somebody will forget something and then go Google it instead of just knowing the shit right offhand. Think about
Yeah,
70 years ago, when no such thing as a smartphone. Was no such thing as a smart watch, a smart stove, a smart refrigerator. None of that shit. And then when it's taken away, people don't know what to do.
y'all was just talking about that. Motherfuckers be like, yo, go do your research, motherfucker. 99% of what I'm saying, you cannot go and research that shit, bro.
Right.
99% of what I'm saying, of what Naga is saying, for the past like 5 years, I'm gonna say the least for the past 5 years, you cannot go and research that shit. And Naga never be the nigga to tell people go do your research. That was never me. That would never be me. Cause most of the time, the shit I'm telling you, you cannot go and research that shit. You better know it, right? You either know it or you don't. Period.
Right. For sure, it's in you, not on you. Yeah, shout out to Royal and Lord. She put 100 in the check. Yeah, they got smart water. When the fuck the water become smart? I mean, we are water beings, if you want to say that. But damn, what smart water? Yeah, you're
Smart
right.
being
Most
dumb.
of the stuff is just it's common sense. And, it's basic logic. And that's why I said earlier that you can be having dialogue with a motherfucking Christian, and they're gonna reference. I'm talking my words. They're gonna reference the Bible for every talking point. So the same thing with some of these cats on YouTube. They're gonna reference a source for their every talking point. They need to bring up a source for their every talking point. So it's the same doctrine that a fucking Christian has, or Hebrew Israelite has. They're gonna reference the goddamn Bible for every talking point. Same thing with a Muslim. They're gonna reference the damn Quran for every talking point. Somebody like you, nigga's already in you. You don't need none of that shit. You don't need to tell
Smart
nigga.
being
You don't need to direct a nigga to a book. Hey man, go read this book or read that book by Dr. Valentine. Read that book by Malachi. Read that book. You don't need to do all this shit. They
yeah.
don't need to.
Yeah, that person either know or they don't, right? Smart means dumb. Just like stupid, just like nice means stupid, right? Not smart means dumb. Like art, right? Is the snake art, right? Is the art of the snake, right? So it's art. it's a art like right that got you tricked that boost up your ego, make you think you're doing something, just like when somebody like, oh nice, right? And you think you do listen, nice, right? What the snake say, right? And you think you're doing something the whole time, nigga laughing at you, yeah, stupid.
Right. Sunshine said I was laughing. Sunshine said I was laughing at something Truth said a few minutes ago. What was that, Sunshine? And yeah, tell that nigga 111 Truth. I'm the first Truth. He's Truth B. I'm Truth A. Huh. That's the joke I got with that nigga, man. He said that's why they quiet our old people and ancestors with 65-inch flat screen TVs in their bedrooms. Forget about them sharing ancient knowledge with us. Yeah, I used to talk to my grandfather all the time back when I was a kid in Mississippi and get all type of gems of knowledge from him. This was back in the 90s. Yeah. It wasn't that many computers back then. It wasn't no DoorDash, it wasn't no smartphones, no smart watches, smart TVs. It wasn't none of that shit. I was outside soaking up game. You didn't even have to have dialogue with the old people back then, with the elders back then. You could just watch and see what they do and soak up game.
Yeah. You feel me? And you better not trying to call them on some shit. They'll tell you to shut your ass up. Like, man, go sit your ass down somewhere, shut your ass up. You know what I'm saying? So you better learn. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
That's true, Marco Powell. He said the old heads barely, and that's right, now. Yeah, they said, man, when grown folks talking, nigga, mind your business. That's what I always heard growing up. He said, old heads barely talk to the youth now. No, they don't, man. It's like it's a different timeline we're living in. Like I said back then, I remember having in-depth conversations with my granddad sitting on the porch back in Mississippi, him telling me things, even with my grandfather, even with just the older cats,
They hate
now to where everybody's just so socially awkward. I went out to eat this morning, man. Everybody was on their phone. I'm like, man, what the fuck happened to society within the past 20 years?
Man, the old heads is hating, man, right? Because me, right, most of the time, right, I used to be around old heads. Most of my conversation, right, most of my deep ass conversation don't be with niggas like around my age until I met some real niggas on YouTube, right? Cause all my niggas I had around me, they wasn't deep like I was deep. Like I was the only deep nigga around like everybody that I grew up for real. So the only people I used to have deep ass conversation was old heads, right? And every time we having these deep ass conversation, they used to stop and ask me, yo, hold on, bro, how old are you? Right? Every time, bro, every time I'm having a conversation with an old head, they always stop mid-conversation to ask me how old I am. Right? So like I said, some of the most some of the deepest conversation I ever had was with old heads, right? But again, the old heads, that doesn't want to have conversation with you, they hating because they're looking at you like you being young, right? Because they don't know numbers in age is nothing but numbers, right? They're not looking at it from that perspective. They're like, man, I wish my whole life. They're like, man, you know what I had to do to get this knowledge, man? I had to do this, I had to do that. And you just this age, you already got it. You already know about this shit. Like you moving like that, they be hating as a motherfucker. That's the reason why they don't want to talk to you. That's the reason why they don't want to give you a game or let you know that you're on point.
Hey, Sunshine said, who's the guy with the accent? He's kind of funny. That's Naga. Hey, Naga, put your channel in the chat so she can sub to your channel, bro.
Oh, I don't. I'm on my phone, so I won't be able to do that. But I think I gotta.
Just type something in the chat. She can sub to your channel.
Yeah,
she asked who you are.
I just put Naga in the chat. She'll be able to click on my channel, on my name, and go in. That will take her straight to the channel. But she just asked me earlier. She asked me. She was like, "Yo, Genie, are you the one inside of the bottle?" You know what I'm saying? So I answered her. I let her know right away. Hell yeah, I am the one in the bottle because I'm inside his body.
Naga, that's my nigga, man. He said, yeah. It says people in the 40s, 50s, and 60s years old acting straight like children. Yeah, I see that a lot. People in their 40s, 50s, and 60s acting they act like they 5, 10 years old. Like, man, this is what we left with. Like, man, like I say all the time, I knew humanity was done for. I was like, man, we really do live in that movie Idiocracy. When I seen a nigga I say this all the time. When I seen a nigga in the restaurant when I was a chef trying to eat through the mask, putting the spoon underneath the mask. I said, man, this nigga probably got all type of college accolades and credentials, all type of degrees. I said, man, we done for. I said, this is what we left with. I said, how the fuck we go from building step pyramids with a nigga? How we go from building step pyramids to a nigga trying to eat with a mask on, putting a spoon under the mask? I said, oh man, we done for. I said, oh man, it's over with. It's done. I said this timeline, this generation is over with. They got us, man. Like when I seen that shit, I told my coworker, I said, man, you see this shit I heard? I said, that nigga probably got 10 degrees, but he don't have common sense to take the goddamn mask off to put the spoon in his mouth. He putting the spoon underneath the mask. I said, oh yeah, it's over with. It's done. Say no, hey Knox, put the answer on the screen. Look at the screen, Knox. You saw you Jamaican.
Nah, yeah, I already answered that, but I'm Haitian, man. And that's true. That's true. Drop. We definitely need to bring hood talk back for real. Like greedy. We need to bring BYOB back. You know what I'm saying? We really need to even me really get back on this shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers think that what I'm saying, like they could just run around do whatever the fuck they want. Like nah, nigga, y'all can stop this shit, man. Stop it. Like
yeah, shout out to HOTC, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, if you do that over there, you go live, Knock, I'm gonna pull up. Surge up, you go live, I'm gonna pull up, man. I'm a part of HOTC now. Quit Emerson and Surge up and all. Knock, all y'all niggas. Y'all said I'm a part of the group now, right?
Bro, you been a part of the group, but that's why I rock with you. You like Job said earlier, you ain't gotta say you HOTC. You feel me? Because all you gotta do is start. If you're not being like, if you have your own mind,
I already knew I was, bro. I already knew. I'm saying no, nigga. Sir Drop trying to recruit niggas because he said it's gonna be a war between all these information gurus. I mean, he said it's gonna be an information war between all these niggas, man. That's why, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's a fact. They've been trying to do it, for a long time. You feel me? I've been watching them from afar. I'll be like, yo, like these niggas trying to challenge me. Like, is these niggas like, bro? When I came on, bro, in the YouTube street, man, I called it. I like, man, what's up, man? Like, who won it? You feel me? Everybody was looking at it. Was like, yo, at that time it was right. It was like, yo, Rod, you the bull, Rod. You gotta chill. I was like, man, bring this shit on. Like, what's up? You feel me? Like, now, I don't, chill out for a little bit, and everybody would feel like, they want to have war with us. They feel like, they want to come at us. Like, that nigga, that been talking shit, and you pull up, and you be like, nah, you got it, bro. Then you leave, then niggas start talking shit again on some smoky shit. Like, yeah, I be talking my shit. When he leave, when he come, I be quiet. But when he leave, I be talking again. That's what these niggas are, man. They don't really want to do shit for real.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
Like a comedian. LOL. Nah, you can't be dropping the gems like these niggas doing. Like they want you to be so serious. They want you, to be you gotta have fun because this shit is not that serious, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to be seriously happy, you feel me? That's the only time. You feel me? I be serious. Yeah, but man, I be seriously happy.
This nigga said drop. This nigga dead set on recruiting. That nigga woke in no sleep. I'm telling, hey man, that nigga woke. That's a rogue nigga, man. He ain't joining nobody, man. I'm telling you, man. That nigga ain't joining nobody. That's one rogue nigga. He like, no, nigga, I'm by myself now. I ain't with none of that. I'm telling you what he gonna say, man. That nigga go from panel to panel. That nigga, he look at it, telling you, man, that's a rogue. But what cool though, man? He's just his logic and his common sense, man. It's what supersedes everything. Everything else is what makes niggas. All these other niggas, that's why a lot of these niggas on these panels don't like that nigga. He questioned a lot of these dudes, man, and they don't like that,
Yeah, Woke is cool. Woke is definitely cool, bro. That nigga, to me, bro, he got that true, that true consciousness, bro. He just didn't want to come inside the house yet. That one nigga, that one kid that, that's his crib, but, he just want to be bullshitting outside the crib instead of coming in. You know what I'm saying? You just got to come in, bro. You got to come inside the house. You feel me? Because that's where the real shit is going on. He's inside the house, bro. Outside, bro, he's just bullshit, for real. That's why everybody that want to bullshit right now, they be like, man, we outside. When you go outside, you see all of them niggas is bullshitting. All them females is bullshitting. They ain't really doing nothing but bullshit and party and
Right.
bullshit. You feel me? So
He said Naga crack. He said Naga crack me. Everybody said, yeah, Naga a funny nigga, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Sir Drop, I'm like bro, so I'm saying I've been doing this shit, bro. I'll go to a nigga's panel, bro, and I'll question a nigga on their own logic with their own ideology, whatever you want to call it. Super troller. He said, I think that's super yeah, man. I feel like we all got a troll side to us. So I got a troll side of me too. Not like I'm not gonna troll the shit out you, but I can troll a nigga, man. Nigga think they gonna make if a nigga think they gonna make a video about me and I ain't gonna hit you back, nigga, with a video, nigga. I've been doing this, nigga. I'll make you cry. I'll make a nigga cry. Shit, I have a nigga. I already shut one nigga down. A nigga called Rabbit Hole TV. That nigga, I put that nigga out of business. That nigga ain't made a video in so long. I exposed that nigga for being for Fruit Cup. That nigga quit making videos. I put that nigga out of business. He closed the channel down. He don't even make content no more. I put that nigga on back of a milk carton. What happened to that boy? Birdman style.
I can troll a nigga if you give me the remote. You know what I'm saying? to himself.
I control the give me the remote.
Word. Like that's why I be trying to tell motherfuckers, yo, no, I don't want to control you, motherfucker. Be like, man, here, bro, just try it, bro. Here's the remote. Just try it. Just one time, bro. Just try it, bro. I'm telling you. And I be like, nah, man, I don't want to do that, bro. And you know, they force it. I'm like, man, give me that damn goddamn remote, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you something. You ain't gonna like it. Word.
Yeah, Sunshine, I be seeing you over there on Smokes panel. Yeah, that's why I recognize you from. Yeah, you be over there on Smoke Signals panel a lot over there. Yeah, that's why I knew I recognized you from somewhere. Yeah, he was over there. I'm telling you, that's why root word that nigga got in his feelings. Was you over there the other morning when I went on that nigga? When I crushed that nigga, I destroyed him. A lot of these niggas need to have their logic questioned. Like nigga, whatever information that you got, nigga, bring that shit to the forefront. I'm gonna step on it. And that's what I did. And dude been mad ever since, man. Dude, yeah, I stepped on him over there. Dude, I had a nigga throwing up the white flag. Hey, truth's on me. I don't want no more. It's over with. I was like, all right, nigga, I know.
Root Word's been getting crushed, bro. He been getting crushed, bro. For real. Like, wherever that nigga go, bro, he get crushed. Like, wherever he go, bro, that's why he just be in his own little thing. For real, for real.
I don't have some verbal debacles. I don't have some, I don't lost a few verbal battles with niggas when it comes to this shit, but shit, I feel like I don't won more than I lost. I'm not even in for the wins or losses. Hey, what's up, Yahweh, man?
Yeah. That I know you was going to come. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to like say his name, but I kind of know because when I talk about the remote, because I know that's why he be trying to let motherfuckers know that listen, man, I don't want to control you, man. Like I don't want to do that.
Yahweh.
Yeah, he be like,
Yahweh gonna take you down. He gonna take you down an etymological verbiage English rabbit hole.
That's what I mean, when I say, man, if a nigga give me the control, the remote, I can control a nigga. And, but I don't want to do it because you ain't going to like it. That's basically why he be telling niggas, man. He like, man, why you want me to control your mind? Why you want me to, like, man, like, be yourself. Like, why you want me to tell you when to talk and when you can't talk? Why you got to ask me what to do? You know what
I get what he says the most of the time when he start breaking down, the etymological or etymology, whatever you want to call it. I get it. When he says that we got a dictionary in our mouth, we not English and all that. I get what he's saying. I'm like, oh yeah, he talking that shit. But then that's like if a nigga say, hey man, this cup is red, but you can't elaborate on more about the cup. You can't break the cup down. You can't go more into detail about how tall the cup is, how wide it is. You just saying the cup red and that's it, nigga. You gotta elaborate on that a little bit more.
Then he gonna be on some unk shit. I'll be like, motherfucker, don't tell me what to do. Man, you trying to control me. Man, I'm my mama, you trying to control me. Man, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like that he'll get on that mode. Like I
already know Yahweh a super troll. I already know, bro. I already know. I already know what
bro. He be on that mode because you have to understand, bro. Nigga be like this shit really be like that, bro. For real. Like if you gonna move, when a nigga to tell you to move, how a nigga to tell you to move, the nigga is controlling you, bro. So he elaborating on this shit, but he ain't gonna do it the way you want him to do it, or how you want it, or when you want it to do. He gonna do it on his own time. He's his own. He got his own mind. He move on his own time with his own heartbeat. So everything is about. That's why he be like, man, you the only one knowing. I'm the only one knowing. I'm the only one like. So he looking at it like from, man, ain't nobody over me to tell me what to do. Who the fuck is you? And all of us should be thinking like that, man. Listen, I know you want me to elaborate, but you have to let me wait. You have to let me elaborate whenever I want to elaborate. Just because you want me to don't mean that I gotta do it right now. You know my mom, you know my daddy. That's why he be telling niggas, man, all right, man, you my daddy, man. You all right, go ahead and tell me to do, right? You went because again, bro, because we're not paying attention to these words, or we overlook these words. We're not realizing what we're asking for. That's why they say be careful what you're asking for, because you will surely get it. You go and talk to one of these white dudes, man, and you're gonna feel like, man, they're trying to control you like a motherfucker, right? Because it's just in their nature to do it. Though us, we overlook a lot of shit, so we don't realize that we're doing it to each other. But when you go and talk to one of these white boys, when you go and talk to one of these like die hard like white people, bro, they intentionally doing it to you, and you be feeling like, man, motherfucker, but stop playing with me on some 607. Man, stop playing with me. Oh, my mama, you trying to control me, like. That's what is the language, bro. It's not is like, but like I said, these people, since it's their languages and their nature, they intentionally doing it to you. You feel me? But when it comes to us, we're just using the language. We don't even realize what we're doing to each other or what we're doing to ourselves.
Yeah.
Man, I be talking a lot. I'm just gonna lay this shit right here, bro.
Great light. I appreciate you, Raul.
Hey, salute, bro. Great light.
Thank you. You've been trying, man, but they put you at the synagogue, Ain't no hard feelings. I get it. I do. I get it. Great light, true song, brother.
Word, man.
Yeah, man. Like who gave the English the authority to call you a human or a black person or any of it?
That's a great question.
But I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do to fix this damn laptop, man. It's not letting. I'm gonna see what I can do later on, because it's not. Let's say your browser has blocked your mic and camera. Click the camera icon to allow access, then reload the page.
You got a Bluetooth hooked up to it or something?
No. Like, what's up, Yahweh, man? The
Great
animal,
light.
the etymological king. My bad, bro. What's
Whatever
good,
you
bro?
see. It's okay, bro. I don't feel offended or nothing. I think that's the magic when you feel stuff when people talk, bro. That's magic.
Word. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like you tell them what to think, but they think it's them.
Yeah. Motherfucker, you trying to tell me what to think? You want me to think for you, motherfucker? Like, be intentional. Hey, man. I've been watching too much 607 man.
Maybe you been watching that nigga, man. That nigga's a dope fiend.
Bro, I got a whole video of this nigga on my fucking on my shorts. This shit got over 1,000 views, nigga. Like that, bro. If you have a sense of humor, bro, if you're not gonna put your feelings over that shit, bro, that nigga is funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, comedian. He doing his job. He just like, what's his name? What's the little boy's name? Charleston White.
Man, he ain't got no humor. He trying to be he trying to be on like the other side, like man, this shit is serious. This shit is that. This shit, bro. It's just entertainment, bro. It's just entertainment, bro. And it ain't that deep. You feel me? That's all you're doing, bro. You're doing entertainment, bro. But you don't want niggas to laugh. Cause if you want niggas to laugh, bro, you will say the way, you will say the certain way for niggas to laugh. You wouldn't trying to say it a certain way, you know what I'm saying, to take away, you know what I'm saying, to take away people's laughter. Like, the fuck is wrong with you?
When you entertaining someone, you taining them.
All you could, all they, I mean, all you could, you know, or they could, you know, if they know what it is, they could tame themselves, right? Which is control self, right?
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, if you ain't gonna tame yourself, right, somebody gonna do it for you. Shit. If you ain't gonna shut the fuck up, somebody gonna make you shut the fuck up.
The true one in you should be entertaining you.
And but a lot of people they be ignoring that. They can't hear the true, you know, the true
It's
self
weird.
because they're not, you know, they're not in alignment. They're not
It's
in
weird.
touch with their true self, right?
They,
So they need
they
to
feel
hear from somebody else.
it's gonna make them weak or like a sucker or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it causes them to reject the true one in them
Yes, sir.
because it sounds lame what the true one telling you to do,
Yes, sir.
which is God. It's magic.
The only one, the true guide.
Yeah, the only one. Because it ain't no one to talk to but God.
Man, I stay with God, man. I be in my own, man. I be in the fucking in the middle of like of a crowd, and I just be hearing God talking to me. I just been hearing myself like, yo, you don't see what they doing? Like, you
Like,
don't see how lost they are? Like, you don't,
yeah, like he makes more sense than you. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Man, this shit is real, bro. This shit is real, but most people think I'm trolling though. Most people be like, yo, what the fuck what the fuck is Naga talking about? Like, hold on, where the fuck is he? And this is the reason why it's not for you, right? This is the reason why it's not for you. This is the reason why I don't be going. I don't, cause I know, like the one that you know, the one that is for is going to ask for it. Just like these people asking, these people, asking for what they're asking for, and they're getting it, right?
Yeah,
Be careful, which is be careful what you ask for, because you will surely get it. So when you ask for entertainment, and I'm entertaining you, you can't be mad at me. When you ask me, to control you, and I'm controlling you, you can't be mad at me, right? Because
yeah.
that's what you asked for,
You actually understand how to spell.
literally,
Yeah, to be under spells. I don't know why
literally,
people
man.
ain't talking though. It's weird to me. We talk a foreign language, but we don't study it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird as f to me, bro.
do
Like
you
it's like
think? Do
going.
you think? Do you think that got a lot to do with vibration and frequency? Because a lot of time people be like, man, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that people fell in love with like how certain words sound?
Yeah,
Because because that's what true nature is basically is all sound, right? The birds, they have their own sound, all the animals, the tree, right? The wind, the water, right? They have, they all have a sound. Is all about sound. So do you think that like certain group of people, like they basically embody the true sound, right, and mask it with words?
yeah. Because it ain't to them. It ain't what you say; it's how you say it. So,
Right.
so if you tell them to do something in a nasty way, they won't do it. But if you
Mm-hmm.
tell them to do it in a nice way, which means stupid, it's like they'll do it. Like they can't move when you're nice to them.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Magic
agree.
in ice. Yeah, you be in ice, which is nice, and you can't move.
You froze. God damn. Sub zero.
Yeah, Nicholas,
Damn.
nigger. I mean, excuse my language, y'all.
This nigga crazy, man. I'm trying to get this damn laptop to work this volume, man. That way I can do this freestyle shit, man, this week, man. I don't know what the fuck going on with this thing, man. I don't know much. I'm trying to figure it out.
That's why say the coon and the porch monkey and the NIG, because it's true. In their language, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Intentionally. That's what I was just saying earlier. It's intentionally true. Like, that's the intention. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah,
true intention. Is what they are saying. But we running around saying the same shit, not realizing what the fuck we saying.
yeah, yeah. We like monkeys. We like simulated monkeys into English. Like we've been assimilated into the English culture, so we like mutts or like hybrids or something, like hybrid English people.
Mm.
We acting like
Fake
the
ass
English
English
people.
people.
Say that again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No
Mm.
man will no one will vote. So it's like we beg for trash, junk food. And we heard the stories about what the Caucasian was, bathing and cooking in the same water, which is what we do right now in wastewater. We bathe in the water we use the bathroom in. Not saying everybody, because people might have, pure water, but tap water. We drink tap water, other people's wastewater, man.
Oh shit. Ew. It couldn't be no other way, bro. Like, that's bro.
The world is evil, bro. It
And they're
is.
telling your ass too. They're
They
telling you
telling
too.
you it's junk food. They tell you, hey,
Yeah, man.
yeah. How can you feed like they call it millions of people, right? How can you feed millions of people, man? You gotta you gotta have junk food.
Mm.
Like, you go in Walmart, you see like millions of eggs, bro. Where they get all them eggs from, bro?
I'll be asking.
They,
Hey, bro, I'll be asking the same
You know
shit,
what's so
bro.
crazy? I was thinking that to myself earlier. I was out and about earlier, and I seen all these restaurants. Matter of fact, I was out and about the other day, and I'm riding. I'm seeing all these restaurants. A burger joint here, a chicken joint there, a sushi bar there. I'm saying, man, ain't no way in the world they killing that many animals every motherfucking day. So
you get
that's
what
not realistic.
like,
'Cause on one goddamn strip, you got 5 burger joints. I said, ain't no way they killing that many goddamn cows, man.
that's just your area. Just
Yeah,
imagine all the cities and neighborhoods and all the Walmarts got a million eggs, bro.
yeah.
Something
That
ain't
that
right.
that junk food and go hand to hand with the junkies.
Yeah.
Right, motherfuckers addicted to motherfucking McDonald's fries, bro. Like I said, if I was doing what McDonald's did, I'd be under the jail. I said, damn, yo, this so that motherfucking line wrapped around that motherfucking building. I said, shit, I need to set up shop too around at my house. Have a whole line of motherfuckers lined up at the door.
That's how them junkies be, bro. That's how them crackheads be. They be lining up, knocking on that door. Man, you got that good shit. I heard you got that motherfucker that killed, I heard such and such, died from that shit. You got that, you got that good shit. Man, I
Yeah,
need
you
that.
got this water. Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's sad, man. When you wake up to it, it's sad. Bro.
And motherfuckers be like, man, I'm
Dark Ghost,
craving.
Dark Ghost, what's good with you, my brother? What's up with you, bro? Working from the clouds. Mine's eye still in the building. What's good with you, man?
And motherfuckers be like, man, I'm craving some McDonald's. I'm craving some such and such. I'm like, hold on, like, you what? You mean to tell me you fiending for some, like, you fiending? You a fiend. You a whole fiend, bro.
Yeah, the dopamine effect. Yeah, like the dictionary. Like when you talk with people with the dictionary and you stick it in right, they like it. Like I'm not being nasty. It is nasty, y'all. And if you don't stick your phrases in their brain right, they'll get mad at you.
Hey man, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
You like, no, hold on, girl. I mean, hold on, bro. Let me correct myself, man. Let me, like, it's almost like you're in the bed or some shit. Like, excuse my language.
Man,
Let me correct myself. Let me say it more nicer to you. And they give you a chance, just like in the bedroom. Like they give you another chance. Like
over and over, man. It's on some toxic shit, bro. They be like, man, listen, I'm gonna give you one more motherfucking chance, bro. You better get it right.
yeah, the
And
shit
you
get
could,
the dictionary me right. Yeah, whatever.
and you could purposely get it wrong. They be like, man, I'm gonna give you one more motherfucking chance, bro. Yo, this nigga must be stupid.
Yeah. I hope they catch on to it one day, man. I really do.
Oh man.
Your mind in the gutter, you look down so you don't look up. You look at your little head, not your big head. And that's where all the mind effing going on in your head. You talk a certain way to make people look down. At the growing area, they look down instead of up. Like money is above your head, but people look down for money.
Yeah, the other day I see somebody said that, man, it's crazy. You can't even find money on the floor no more.
You never know money on the floor unless the light shining on it.
Oh shit.
Gold and silver, when I was in school in the 80s, they was giving us the message that gold and silver is money.
Man, and Haiti, man, I could have never, go back home with some money and tell my grandfather I found it on the floor. That nigga gonna whoop my ass and tell me to bring, you better go bring that shit back here, cause that money right here is no good money. Like in Haiti, everybody know if you find some money on the floor, you better not pick it up, cause you're gonna pick up some shit too.
Mm-hmm.
You're picking up some shit with it.
Yeah, that brother, not brother, but that character George Washington is a wig wearer, like. And
Yeah, like the Egyptians.
Yeah, the so-called black people worship a gay man
with his blonde wig.
Yeah, and makeup and stuff.
With his tight on. With his tights
Yeah. I don't know how they don't see it. Like,
hey, I don't think motherfuckers really look at him and they be like, yo, that's a whole transformer, bro. George Washington was a whole transformer. I don't think niggas looking at it in that way, bro. They be like, yo.
I don't know, man. Like, y'all don't see that?
Oh shit.
They told you with Barack Obama's wife, they telling you.
Mm-hmm. And it's showing you too.
Yeah.
Shit went viral.
The world is strange, man.
No, that shit is crazy. You got the how they call them, the founded fathers. This should come back full circle. Now we're looking at their children running around,
Yeah, like the Egyptians. I hear you now. Yeah, the Egyptians.
Choose them. You got Zay running around like, hey man, George Washington was my father. You know what I'm saying? Man, that nigga built this shit.
Right here. Yeah, everybody hit that like, everybody mash that like button for me. I'm still trying to figure out this damn laptop, man. This shit's crazy, man. I don't know. I think I'm about to stream from my other laptop in here. I'm going to find a charger for it. I don't know what's going on with this shit here.
Hey, Choose them. Do you think Zay might be related to George Washington?
Who?
Close out the other
Zay.
pages.
Who? Zay who? Oh, I ain't talking about that, bro. Them niggas ain't get no airtime over here, bro. I ain't mentioning them niggas' names at all, period, over here, bro. I ain't giving them niggas no more airtime over here, bro. I don't even know who that is you just talked to say.
Thank you. Thank you, True,
Nah,
because they
That
respect.
they
nigga, them niggas they brought. He probably is though. That nigga confused, man. I ain't get them niggas ain't getting no more airtime over here, bro.
they were trying they were
Bro,
trying
that
to prove
nigga,
that.
them niggas jumped off the building together.
Yeah, don't fall for it, bro. They said they trying to they trying to pull out all the gangsters and show that all the gangsters is gay, bro.
How,
It is.
what the Boondocks call Gangsterlicious?
Yeah, bro.
On some Gangsterlicious type shit, bro. Hey, bro, the Boondocks told y'all niggas already, man. These
They know. They know it. What a lot of brothers don't know, man. But they know.
oh shit. Nah, this nigga, oh man, this nigga, hey, and that nigga look like Gangsterlicious too, bro. Hey, bro,
But they,
I'm finna
but
find these pictures and put them right next to each other, bro. Yo,
but,
that
but don't
nigga look like Gangsterlicious with the hair and all that, bro. The
don't
same
NWA
face structure.
niggas with attitude, that don't sound gay. Like that don't sound gay to y'all.
Hey, bro, that's crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. Cause niggas always say that. Niggas always say, man, this bitch got an attitude, right?
Yeah, yeah. They
But there's a
telling you.
whole group calling themselves. Man, it's a whole movement. It's a whole group. It's a whole nigga behind all this shit.
Like
Gangster with attitude.
bad mean gay. Bad boy. They was telling you from the start. Gay boy. Bad boy, what you gonna do?
Mm.
Yeah. When you go against God, you're going to be bad. Gay. You ain't gotta sleep with people to be gay, bro. If you bad, you is gay.
Hey, Shy Son, the links in the chat, man. You can come on up here and ask him, bro.
Hey, that nigga
Uh,
stuck. That nigga stuck somewhere between the past and
Rest in
where he
that.
wanna be at.
See, that's what I call another man looking for another man, bro, to
But
confront. Bro.
yeah,
That's what
chasing
I'm
me
talking.
around, bro.
That shit
Like,
gangster. It's
hey, bro. Hey, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. Like, I don't want none of that shit, bro. Like,
don't look for me, nigga. Like, don't, don't want me. Stop wanting me. But I know a lot of brothers, man, done ran into some strange stuff, man, out there in them streets, man. I know they done seen a strange nigga, bro. He thought he was straight, bro. He was on some BS, man. I know it, man. Cause it is. Like Fleece Johnson stuff. They don't holler at you like a girl, but they do. They holler at you like they hard for you, man. Whatever, y'all.
yeah, man. If you ever been to New York, cause you know that type of shit come from New York, right?
That's what I'm
So,
saying. New York, gay capital of the world. Yeah.
so you know that's how you know that's how they talk. Like, man, nigga, who the fuck is you looking at whole time? Like, whole time, shorty trying to give it up. Like, I'm talking about a real girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lost
Yeah.
one too, right? Whole time, she like whole time she look like she wanna fight you, but she wanna fight you in the bed though.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's the same thing, bro. Two men fighting is it's strange, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You should never want to touch another man, bro. Like you're supposed to feel disgusted to touch him. They cut your magnet off. Like you know how the magnet repel each other.
Mm-hmm.
So they electro magnetize you, like wrap a wire around you and send a circuit through it and it'll cut your magnet off. and you'll reject women or females, and you'll love your nigga.
What what the Boondock says is homies over hoes.
Yeah, but they talk about it all the time, bro.
Yeah.
G's up, hoes down. Ain't no fun if my homies ain't in the room with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
the devil would turn you, man. You won't even know it. You won't
See, I be thinking these niggas be knowing what it's about. You know,
I think so too,
I
bro. I
be
think
I
so.
be thinking like, man, these niggas know. You know,
No,
it's like it's kind of like that Diddy situation. A lot of these rappers they know what the fuck was going on, but now they want to look at it, come like, man, I had no idea. I've been to his party, I've been to that, I ain't know none of that. Man, shut your bitch ass up. You know what
like
I'm
the
saying?
dude that's weirdo. I think he know, like he trying to hide or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Ain't no way, boy, ain't no way you didn't know. You don't know what the fuck going on.
Yep. Don't look
Word.
for me. You don't look for me. That's what I'm saying. They were looking for Jesus, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
they was caved. And Jesus didn't want to be gangster. Jesus ain't no gangster. Jesus was a man, right? Like,
Mm-hmm. Facts.
yeah. It's so easy to see it when you see it. You better hear Jesus clear as light. You can hear him then when you wake up. Oh, he trying to tell us that the world is bad. Yeah.
It's bad, boys. The word is bad, boys.
Yeah. P. Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in their music, man. It's in the music and everything.
Yeah, like Mother just put loose ear. It's all in your ears, man. You know, that, man. That's what you do to Shorty. You be in her ears, like like
Yeah.
music. You know, and
Generic.
and
Yeah.
and when you're looking at these niggas, man, these niggas be lost with the headphones on. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they got that shit all up in their ears.
Man. If I'm still there, I think it's wrong, but okay. It's sad, bro. I pray that everyone wake up to it, man. That don't want nothing to do with it. Please
What's
wake up.
happening, brothers and sisters?
If you're not bad, if you're not gay, you ain't gonna be able to buy a sale. You don't have the mark.
Mm-hmm.
The drag queens put drag on. I done said this before with you, but they wear dragon. They put drag on.
I think I got this shit figured out. I think I'll be able to do this shit this later this week. This music face off between everybody. I think I got it to where the volume is working. Let me see something real quick.
Medella, the mark.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. Let me share it again. Damn.
Like MLK last speech, he was talking about how he might have led the people astray. And the civil rights movement was about the bad boy movement. Black mean evil, the evil people movement. So the true children of God start asking for stuff for black people, and they get it. You wanted a strange fruit world, you got it. They wanted a black man world, they got it, bro. You won't look up what you token, right? It's gonna make you lame, like you're gonna be a nerd or a geek. You're gonna be like a smarty pants, and
Yo, can
black
y'all
people
hear
don't
me?
like them kind of people.
Cool. Yo, all right, cool.
Y'all still there? Y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear
Okay.
you, Truth. I can hear both of y'all.
Okay. I don't hear True no more if he talk. Maybe it's
Nah,
me.
I think he only asked if we can hear him. I don't think that was it.
Oh, it's like going to a foreign country and you start slanging their language, bro. You asking for trash and they bring you trash and you don't get why because you slanging it.
Mm-hmm.
Like junk food. Like you ask for junk food and you get it, but you don't get why you getting all these diseases from the junk food that you asked for.
I think at some point you become what you eat.
Mm,
So at some point you immune to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you become that, and it show why and it which kind of why make me think a lot of people they know what the fuck they're doing. They can't help it because that's who they are, right? That's who
mm,
they've become. You know what I'm
mm,
saying?
yeah,
So
magic.
yeah.
It's like taking the cats and educating them, and they going to school with book bags. They at the bus stop and like you go in the office building, the cat behind the counter talking about sign in here, bro. Like, that look like magic to me. So I think it's the same for us. Like I think most of us not English, so we like what they call porch monkeys or something, and we learn English and we would put under spells.
Hey, my niggas,
Like you take all the cats and teach them
I'm
English or
about to
something.
shut this down, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all fellas coming up, man. It's always a pleasure, my nigga Naga.
So they
Yahweh.
call them Nigger, which is
Right? You hear
ignorance.
me?
You're ignoring your God.
Yeah, I hear you,
Yahweh.
bro. But
I'm
I
about to
don't
shut
think
this.
he could hear you. I think he's ready to go.
Yeah, I'm about to shut this down, Yahweh.
He ready to go, yeah. You probably can't hear him, but he's
No, I can't.
been
Okay.
he's been
Okay.
going on for a minute, so he's getting ready to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
up out of here, bro. I'm gonna come back
He's been
later
on
this
for
week.
some
I
hours
appreciate
now.
you,
I
my,
just
my
popped
nigga
up.
coming up. I appreciate you, my nigga Naga, bro. Shout out to you. Shout out to Yahweh. Shout out to Sir Drop. Shout out to the beautiful Sharice.
All right, bro. That's
Shout
what's
out
up, man.
Mental Ninja, Greedy Vegan for coming up. Who else came up? Damn, who else? It was me, me, Mental Ninja, Greedy Vegan, Sharice, and Sir Drop. And you, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Salute. I'm gonna come back. I probably could do that
Bro, you
that
might
rap,
just need.
that bar face off this Thursday, man.
I hear him now.
Yeah, I probably won't go live again for a few days, man. I try to get myself some breathing room in between, because I'm gonna be busy early this week, so I try not to go live every day because I always try to give myself a mental break from this shit. But salute to everybody in the chat. Let me go back to the chat and see who was all in this motherfucker earlier. Shout out to Sunshine. Shout out to who else was in this motherfucker?
All right, I'm gonna
Vine.
catch you, bro. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, bro. Shout
For
out to
sure,
y'all,
nigga.
everybody in the chat, bro. Until next time.
For sure.
Yeah,
Appreciate you coming up.
yeah.
Shout out Marco Power. Shout out Royal and Loyal. Shout out who else was in here? Shout out Nike Enots. Shout out to Live and Learn. God damn, I'm trying to get through the damn comments so I can see. Shout out to everybody, that joined. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Make sure to hit the like button on y'all way out. Like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, I'll probably come back later this week, man. Y'all be easy. Don't be greasy. I'm in the wind. I'm out. Salute.
On your way out.
Yeah, peace, y'all. Y'all boys be easy, man. Peace, man.